Welcome back, fellow YouTube watchers and podcast listeners, to another episode of Coffee and Nerds. I am that guy, Nick, the Night Fighter guy and founder of Ignited Flames Entertainment. I'm with today
Randy, and I am not the founder, and I am but a henchman number three, and also one of the lead villains in the upcoming project.
Yes, he's also the guy I got flung off the building and
I'm okay though.
he's okay, as you can tell. He's right.
We got really good insurance.
We got really great insurance. Thank you, Elon. I mean, I'm just kidding.
My name is Elon Ma. Have you seen that? Have you seen that guy?
No.
It's like this Korean guy that dresses up like Elon, and he says,
Oh.
"My name is Elon Ma." And, like that's the whole bit. Like he kind of looks like him. That's it. I don't get how it's so funny, but
Hey, well, we are here. You guys are probably wondering, where is Luke? This guy isn't Luke. Well, Luke wasn't able to attend this episode this week, but he will be back next week. So I get the honors of being with this cool guy, even though it was short notice for him. So thanks.
Absolutely.
I got some cool stuff to talk about today.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you a question that I asked Luke in the first episode.
Okay.
I got his feedback. I'd like to hear from you. What makes a great film, in your opinion? Don't worry about that. That was...
For the YouTube and podcast listeners at home, there is a motorcycle driving by.
And a band playing outside. So we're really hoping you can't hear any of that.
You probably will, maybe.
But
if
hopefully
the
not.
editing software is not
Oh,
kind.
DaVinci's great, but I'm really hoping it. So what makes a great film, in your opinion? And what specifically grabs you in a film that makes it great?
It really depends on the type of film that I'm watching. Like, obviously, one of my favorite types is horror. I love horror. And it really, even in the subgenres itself, it really depends on what the whole topic of the movie is.
Right.
Like, one of my favorite horror movies is actually The Thing by John Carpenter. Love that movie. It's
I have
fantastic.
to watch it.
You need to, dude. It is so
Don't watch
good.
it.
Without spoiling much for you,
Yeah.
because it's a great movie, and I've watched it like 3, 4, 5 times, and I've learned something new like every single time I've watched it. It is
Oh, okay.
great.
It's one of those films.
I love it so much.
like that. Okay.
So the whole premise is The Thing is this alien parasite monster thing.
Mhm.
And with the first movie, and the second movie isn't too bad. It's kind of like a prequel. But it's horrific in the fact that you don't know what's going to happen. It's more like an uncertainty. It puts you on edge of, who is it? What's the monster? Who is the monster? Because it mimics the people and the things that it infects.
Right.
It's really, really cool.
Okay.
And the practical effects of it, top notch. I mean,
Okay.
they're dated. You can tell.
But
But
yeah.
for the late 70s, early 80s, it's really good.
Okay.
And I still think they're top notch compared to like some of the stuff that we do nowadays.
Yeah.
Even though, like I said, it does look a bit dated. But the whole mystery of it is you don't know who is infected and who isn't.
Okay.
And a lot of the times you don't even know until after they pop out as the monster. Like, even the ending is, again, I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's very ambiguous. It's open to interpretation. So it kind of makes you want to watch it again and again to see if you can pick up any details. And when we do watch it, I did notice a little thing after my first or second watch.
Thing.
Yeah.
The thing.
Well, here's the there's a little detail that I don't know if it was coincidental or not, but it just happens to, hold true most of the time. And it's kind of like in The Godfather, where if you see oranges, somebody's going to die in the next scene or something like that.
I haven't seen that movie.
I haven't either. I just know that little tidbit. That's it.
Oh, okay.
It's also on my watch list.
I really want to watch
They're
it.
really good movies from what I've heard, but
Yeah,
I've
I
never
heard
seen it.
the third one gets a lot of crap.
I wouldn't know. Haven't seen it. But
Yeah.
so really it back to my original topic, it really depends on the subject matter of the movie. Like if it's gonna be a scary movie, it's gotta be scary
Mm.
one way or another. If it's, a romantic movie, it's gotta make you fall in love with the cast and make them, be like, oh yeah, they're a perfect match. Or if it's, a comedy, it's got to make you laugh. So that it really depends on the type of movie that it is to kind of like make it a good movie of that genre. You can do different things with it,
Yeah.
like American Werewolf in London, American Werewolf in London, Loveland, Ohio.
Loveland, Ohio.
What?
I gotta go there now.
So, um, that movie, it's got some funny, it's got some scary, it's got some other stuff to it. Um, and it's a really good movie too. It's got one of the greatest terrifying like werewolf transformations in film history.
Okay.
Really cool. Check it out.
Okay. Do you think it's just the genre that makes it really good, or should it be the specific story or character development? Because some people say visuals are always a way to make a good movie, but I think otherwise. You have to have a bit more, there's has to be something.
Right.
One thing that you could be like, that identifies as making it a great movie.
hmm So, like, again, when I'm talking about that kind of stuff, I'm going to reference
Yeah.
The Mummy, The Scorpion King. Everybody knows The Rock looks fantastic in that movie.
Amazing.
I love
The
that
best
movie.
CGI
I
ever.
love that movie. It is so much fun. It's
I have yet
campy.
to see that.
It's
I think I saw the first Mummy, but I don't think
first
I've seen it.
movie. First
First
movie's
is great.
really good.
Dude, Brendan
It's
Fraser,
really good.
hands down,
He
one of my
hammers that
favorites.
so well.
Yes.
And then the second movie is really good too. It's just you can mock or kind of criticize, I guess, one aspect of it. Again, he looks terrible in that movie. Horrible. Like claymation. The Rock.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The Scorpion King.
Right.
He looks terrible.
Right.
But it's still a good movie, I would say. Like you don't have to criticize one aspect of it
Mhm.
to make it a good movie or a bad movie.
Okay.
However, if it is so bad that it kind of takes you away from the immersion
Right.
of the movie, like that's really the whole point of a movie. It's got to suck you into it.
Mhm.
It's got to make you feel like you're in there.
Right.
So, if you're looking at that and you're like, yeah, that's not real at all. Like I don't believe that at all. It's not going to be as good of a movie as something that's like sucking you in and you're like, I'm feeling everything from what's going on in the movie.
Right.
Like if there's something really emotional happening in the movie and you're like tearing up a little bit, then it's doing a really good job of what it's trying to do.
Mhm. No, that's a really good point.
Mm-hmm.
Going off of like Dwayne's terrible CGI and how you talked about practical effects for the thing. Again, I haven't seen it, but I have some films I could bring up too. I want to talk about nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
The term nostalgic, right? As kids, we grew up with certain films that we cherish to our hearts.
Right.
But sometimes, there's films like we haven't seen in a while that makes you be like, man, I really that movie is great. And then you watch and you're like, holy crap, what is going on here?
I got a perfect example of that actually. One of my favorite movies as a kid was 9. Just the number 9.
I did see that movie.
It's not a bad movie. It's not great, but it's not bad.
It grabbed me. Like
Yeah.
it's visually stunning.
I mean, when I was a kid, I watched it like several times and I was like, oh, this is amazing. I love this. It's so cool. The trailer for it really hooked me too.
Yeah.
And then I watched it again like a few years ago as an adult, like criticizing it as an adult
Yeah.
as opposed to a
Yeah.
kid. It's not really that good. I still love it though. It's
Yeah.
still one of my favorite movies, but I'm not going to sit there and pretend that it's like the greatest movie ever.
No. Right. I think some people get lost in the fact that they can't
Yeah.
be honest about, oh well, film probably didn't age well, but you can
Mhm.
still have that charm and be like, yeah, I love it. It's just not a great movie. Right.
It's got Elijah Wood in it. Did you know?
Oh really?
Yeah, he's the lead.
Oh no way. I didn't
So
know
we could
that.
have asked him if he wear wig.
If you wear wigs?
Will you wear
Will you
wig?
wear wigs? Go on our YouTube channel to watch that little skit Ryan and I did. We did a
It was
month three
fun.
of it.
It was fun. Except you kept messing it
I
up. I was
know.
like, dude, it's not that difficult to do.
I know.
It was fun. It was fun.
Well, so my question though, what this is kind of a two-parter. What are some childhood films that are nostalgic to you? And I want to go a little deeper into what makes it nostalgic.
Mhm.
Even if it's not the greatest story, like I can list off a couple films that I've seen in my childhood that I'm like, to this day I'm die hard, like that's my nostalgia factor. I
Mhm.
love it. I know it's not a great movie, but I love it. But what is it that makes it so nostalgic compared to films nowadays?
Hmm. I'm gonna like start like
Yeah.
way back and like just start moving forward. Try to like remember like the first ones that I
No, of
remember
course.
being nostalgic to me. Nacho Libre for sure.
Mm,
Great
that was
movie.
a good one.
Great
I
movie.
didn't grow up with it, but I did watch it, and it was really entertaining.
So back in the good old days of Blockbuster, we would rent them, and my dad, without really exposing anything, had a cool way of us still having the movie. He definitely bought it. He didn't steal it or anything.
Yeah.
Definitely bought it. We had it. I mean, yeah. But anyways, Nacho Libre was a really fun one
Right.
because especially the scene where he's on the bike and he just flies off the cliff. That was the funniest thing to me as a kid. Like, still to this day, I
Right.
find it really, really funny. I would ask him to rewind it and just replay that scene again and again. And it happens like 3 or 4 times in the movie, and it's just hilarious every single time.
Right.
It's the funniest thing ever.
Mhm.
Just somebody going flying. I still
It's
love
kind
it.
of like Hot Rod with Andy Samberg, and
Oh, yeah.
he's getting tumbled down the
Yeah.
mountain. He's just hitting tree after tree after tree.
Yeah. And then, let's see what else. Nightmare Before Christmas. I remember
Okay.
watching that every Halloween. Every Halloween. It was awesome. I loved it. I still watch it every Halloween. It kind of just became like a tradition of mine to
Yeah.
just watch it every single year. I can almost quote the entire movie.
Okay.
Like I know almost all the words to the movie, but it's still something that I enjoy doing
Yeah.
every single year. And it's a really good movie. I really enjoy it a lot. Speaking of, I got the Lego set.
Oh, you did?
They have a Lego set and
You got it?
we built it. We got it for
How much
Christmas
was
last
it?
year. I didn't spend anything on it,
Okay.
but it was gifted to me
Okay.
from my mom. It's
Okay.
pretty cool. It was
That's really
probably one of
awesome.
the better gifts that I've gotten in a while.
Okay.
It was pretty cool.
That's really cool, man.
We still have it on the counter. It's awesome. I'll send a picture of it to you.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. I need to watch. So I need to watch that film at least once or twice more because I did watch it. I didn't grow up with that movie,
Hmm.
but I did watch it. I think during one Halloween with one of my friends, and my first reaction was, "What the hell is this movie?" It wasn't one that I was like, "Eh." At first,
Hmm.
again, it was just so odd. It was not, I wasn't used to that type
Yeah.
of film. So I need to watch it again to probably find that appreciation a bit more.
So
Because I
that,
don't think it's a bad
yeah,
film. It's just, it was one, when I first watched it, I was like, oh, what the
it
heck
is
is this?
unique. I will give
Yeah.
it that. But like when I was a kid, I've just always kind of had like that appreciation for like the dark and gloomy,
Yeah.
like the Tim Burton stuff.
Right.
I love the Tim Burton stuff. He's a weird guy, I'll admit, but you know, I love
What
his.
do you mean? He's a stand-up
You
guy.
mean, pawning his wife off to Johnny Depp for every single movie, having them be love interests? That's not weird at all. But anyways,
It's fine. Hey, it's
I
Channing
do love his
Tatum.
work. I do love his work. It's really good. Alice in Wonderland, really good. I mean, it's not the greatest adaptation of
I
it, in
like
my
it.
opinion, but it is fun to
It was
watch.
fun to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I still really do prefer the original, like the Disney version. I think it was.
I never watched that one.
It's really good.
Okay.
That's the one that's got like all the classic, like the Cheshire Cat and like
Mm,
the modern
yeah,
like art style for him being pink and having the stripes and all that. Um, that movie kind of was what brought attention to that kind of story.
I see. Okay.
Um, and it's really good. I still enjoy it. I haven't seen it in a very long time
Yeah, I did need to rewatch
though.
that one.
Let's see. So Nightmare Before Christmas, I remember that whole like
Yeah.
first song. Like I loved that as a kid.
Right.
I found it scary at times.
Yeah.
Like with the monster crawling out of the bed. I was like, "Oh, that's scary." But I loved it. It
Yeah.
was great. I loved that stuff
Right.
as a kid. Halloween has always been one of my favorite holidays.
Oh yeah.
Like especially with my dad and just all the Halloween party stuff that he'd throw and one year he went over to the neighbor's place and he sat on the porch, and then when kids would come by, all that stuff. I did that one year. It
Yeah.
was fun. It was so much fun. We don't trick or treat anymore.
No,
No, like as a country, we don't trick or
I
treat
know.
as much anymore. Makes me sad
I know. That's
because I
really
love
sad.
it. Like last year, I got candy out and everything. We were waiting for people. I think we only got like 3 or 4 tops people come by. I mean, we had tons of candy afterwards, but nobody
Still, yeah.
nobody came by. Sad.
Mm. Let's bring back Halloween, guys. Come on,
Yeah,
trick or treating.
get rid of
It's
trunk
not
or
just for the
treat.
kids; it's for the adults too.
I'll get some shooters for the grown-ups.
We'll throw
I
candy
would
in there.
love that. I would love that actually. We need to do more adult holidays too.
Yeah,
Like
that'd be fun.
adult variations of like stuff that we did as a kid.
Yeah.
Like adult trick or treating.
All that.
It's just like, "Oh, here's a shooter." It's like, "Okay, cool. Done." That's it.
Yes.
Or, I mean, obviously not give them any illegal,
Your
illicit
kids.
drugs.
No.
Here's some meth.
No.
But it's like Easter. We need to have like an adult Easter egg hunt too.
Oh, yeah.
Or, I mean, Christmas, we still give out
I think
gifts.
my cousins did something one year for Easter, Thanksgiving, maybe. It might have been Thanksgiving.
Hmm.
Well, it was definitely like we tried this, so we lined up candles on a table and we lit them all up, and then we put prizes next to each. So the farthest you could blow in one blow to get all the candles out,
I
you
see.
get the bigger
I
prizes.
see.
You know what I mean? But there was definitely alcohol and
Well, yeah,
shooters and stuff.
of course.
And yeah, it was fun.
Of course.
It was fun. It was so fun.
Let's see. Corpse Bride was also a good movie. I didn't really like it as much as a kid, but
Okay.
I did. I did and I didn't. I found the overworld scenes. Have you seen that movie? So, without spoiling too much, there's a guy that is pledged to be married to some girl. It's like an arranged
Yeah.
marriage. It's based on a Russian folk tale. Um, he tries to get married to her. He likes her, actually, but he is like super awkward and can't really get his words out right.
Right.
And the parents are like super duper traditional. You're gonna do this. You're gonna get married because we're gonna get money out of this. Like it's a money thing. It's not so much like a love thing. It's love for them, but it's money for the parents. Um, and so his parents are really upset because they're poor. Like they're putting up the facade that they're rich, but they have no money. So they need him to do this in order for them to
Yeah.
still survive.
Right.
Really. And so he screws up the wedding rehearsal, and he's like, "Okay, I've got the ring. I'm gonna run out and I'm gonna practice it out in the woods." He accidentally puts the ring on a branch, and it turns out it's a dead woman's hand, and she comes to life, and she's like, "Oh yeah, now we're married." He's like, "Well, you're dead. I'm not. How are we married?" And so they got to come to the terms of how they're going to be married. The only way that they can be together is if he dies. And as he's in the underworld, because she brings him down to the underworld, um, like he's like, oh, no, 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 I don't want to be here. And then eventually he grows to appreciate this girl and
Mm-hmm.
ends up actually loving her. So when she's like, oh, well, the only way that we'll be together is if you basically kill yourself. And she's like, no, I don't want to do that to you. You deserve to still be alive with the woman that you're supposed to be with. He's like, no, I'll do it. I'll kill myself. It's kind of like
We're
a
not
back and
promoting
forth.
this.
No, 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 no. Suicide is not okay.
No.
So it's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet kind of story, but um, without spoiling it again, things change. The corpse bride, accepts that she's dead, and you know, she catches her murderer, who I'm not going to say who it is. There's a whole nother subplot on the up
Yeah.
world too, and basically the two lovers from the upper world, they get married and they live happily, but they don't have any disdain towards the corpse bride, and she accepts death and goes back into the dirt.
Oh,
Um, Again, without really spoiling too much, I mean, it's a corpse. I mean,
yeah. It's
do
a
I
weird. It's
do
a
I
weird story.
wish? I know this is gonna sound weird, but do I wish that I think his name is Victor. Do I wish that Victor and his corpse bride stayed together? Yeah, absolutely. They seem to be a better fit than
Right.
I think Veronica was her name or something. I don't know. Or Victoria. I think it was Victor and Victoria. I think that was kind of like a funny play on words.
Okay.
Um, the two living couple, they don't really work as well, in my
Mhm.
opinion. So they did do a really good job with trying to get you to fall in love with the corpse bride.
I see.
And yeah.
What I want to kind of push this a little more though. What specifically about the films you listed are nostalgic to you? Like what labels it to be nostalgic other than just saying you were a kid watching it? You know what I mean? Is there something else to a film that makes it
I don't
nostalgic,
know,
or would it
really.
just be the because you were a kid?
I think with especially with a lot of the Tim Burton stuff, it just kind of was like an art style that really reached out to me and like spoke to me in a way. It was something that I really liked. I liked how it looked. I liked how it sounded. It was just fun to watch. And
Yeah.
it was like, oh, that's really cool.
Right.
I like that. I like the spooky. I like the dark. I like the blacks and the grays and the whites.
Mhm.
Like just how that gloominess looks. And then I think it kind of shaped me into the kind of stuff that I like to watch now as an
Yeah.
adult because it's just like it's spooky. I like the spooky stuff. I love Halloween. It's like one of my favorite holidays
Right.
still to this day. So I think that's kind of where a lot of it is nostalgic to me because like I've seen tons of movies as a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, Star Wars is another one that's really nostalgic to me.
The sequels are much better. Just kidding.
No. I was like,
I'm just kidding.
do you mean the prequels? Because I'll give you that.
Yeah, no, Ray and
Oh yeah,
Kylo
my
and
favorite.
yeah, the milk, the boo milk from Last Jedi.
The Malk.
The milk. I made this for you.
Give the man a glass of Malk, Josh. I showed that to Crystal yesterday because
Oh my gosh.
um there's actually a commercial for something that they're selling called Malk, like
Is there
MALK.
actually?
It's like coconut milk or something. I
Oh,
don't even know what it is. It's some plant vegan milk. And I was like, "Oh, it's Malk." And she's like, "Yeah, Malk." It's like, "Give me a give the man a glass of milk." And she's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Okay, I got to show you the video."
oh man, I
It's
like
cracking
Eli
up.
Smith.
Yeah,
I'm glad that he's I'm glad that he's doing a lot more though than he was.
is
You
he?
know he's a Christian and he's yeah, he's doing like
Hmm.
anti-suicide podcasts and stuff.
Is he?
Yeah,
That's
he's
good.
doing a lot of like
I
mental
haven't
health
really
stuff.
heard anything from him since like when he was
Mhm.
doing all that early stuff.
Yeah, he got too popular and it got to him, so he stopped. and now he's promoting mental health and stuff.
Good.
And I'm like, awesome, dude. I'm really
Good.
happy for you.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Um, do you think, well, so we talk about a lot of old films, right?
Hmm.
And now there's a lot of new films, and I can proudly say there's some that I'm just like, meh. The quality of movies
Yeah,
these days are meh. Do you think films these days lose a sense of magic or craftsmanship, either two, that older films had? And do you think that also plays into the nostalgic factor?
absolutely.
Okay, give me an example.
Well, I can give you an entire company as an example.
Okay.
I do not like Disney. I have been very prominent, very vocal, especially with you, that I do not like Disney. They pump out a movie every single year. They are the Call of
Oh, they
Duty.
do more than one.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like an example. Call of Duty is another example, like with video games.
Right.
Like they do a game every single year. It's more quantity over quality.
Mhm.
And that's something that I cannot stand.
Yeah.
Like you can tell that it's not good and they don't care. They're just, oh, we need more money. Just throw up another film or,
Mhm.
who cares? We'll make several million bucks off of it anyways. Who cares? We don't. And it
Right.
shows in their films.
Yeah.
Um like back in the day, you had to do everything by hand. There was no computer generation stuff, or if there was, you had to actually do it. There
Mhm.
was no AI to help assist with things. There was no real, I mean, there were deadlines for movies and
Yeah.
stuff, but it was more, you could tell when stuff was rushed, and you can especially tell when it's rushed now, but it's most movies nowadays because people are just trying to turn a profit like that. Back then, people were actually trying to tell a story, try to,
Right.
you know, give stuff. And you can actually tell when people really care about their craft and when they
Mhm.
do stuff. Again, I'm going to reference The Thing. You can watch that countless times,
Right.
catch something new every single time. I love that movie a lot.
Mhm.
I love it. John Carpenter is fantastic, fantastic director. And again, like you can watch that movie countless times and find something new. You can appreciate all the practical effects that he had in the film. You can like notice all the little details in it and still love it. You don't have
Right.
to be like, "Oh yeah, okay, well they just green screened everything in it and whoop de doo." They actually had to go to locations. They actually had to figure out how to make snow look like snow
Yeah.
without, actually freezing your cast and crew.
Right.
Instead of, yeah, we're just gonna throw a filter over it. They can still wear shorts and whatnot and be a-okay.
I'm not at all saying that green screen is hard to
It is.
accomplish.
It
So
is.
it's definitely not undermining the fact that it's still a challenge even to this day. But as you were talking about older films, Lord of the Rings,
Hmm.
love that series so
Yeah.
much. That is my diehard best like trilogy of all time. And the reason I go off of that is I also watched that movie and I've noticed things multiple times. I actually watched the B-roll more than I do the
Mm.
movie, and I find out things each time I watch it, and I'm like, oh, interesting. What was really cool was they were definitely on a deadline, but they went to almost every natural location to
Hmm.
shoot for that movie. They also built life-size miniatures and miniature locations to basically insert so it'd look photoreal, but they built the whole thing,
Right. Right.
right? And then they'd have like Mordor and Sauron's circle up pit, with the lava
Yeah.
and everything. They built all of that. And that was all a big bigature basically. And they had a big camera that went in and went through the whole cast and they built the layers with the like stands going deep down.
Hmm.
It was insane. But it was like imagine how many people really work on a craft like that, right? And you know, like again, you know when they're passionate, right? I've
Mhm.
seen certain films these days that are passionate, and I can tell they work hard. But there was a movie specifically I rewatched recently. Go into the nostalgia factor. I only saw it once when I was a child, and there was only one scene I remembered. And for some reason, that scene came back to me recently, and I was like, "What is this movie?" Zathura.
Oh, that movie.
That movie.
I never watched it, to be honest.
I recommend you watching it. It's not a great movie,
No.
but the craftsmanship of that movie, dude, is insane. It's directed by Jon Favreau.
Hmm.
And I was astonished, dude. Like again, it's a fun story, and I definitely like the dynamics that they had. Do I think there's improvement? Yes. But for that time period, dude, it was actually insane because I looked at the B-roll after I watched it and I was like, there's a toy robot that goes gigantic. That's the only thing I'll
Yeah.
tell you in the film. That gigantic robot, they built it.
Well, I'm pretty sure that robot's kind of like on the cover of the
Yeah,
movie, if I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
correctly. Yeah.
But they built it.
Mhm.
They built actually like 3 or 5 versions of it.
Hmm.
One that was like animatronic, I believe, that was operated to move around. And then they had one where a guy was literally in the suit with just a chest and the head, and he was just walking around performing.
Oh, so it was
So
basically
like,
like a big
yeah,
hat that. Oh yeah,
big
I've
head in
seen
the
stuff like that.
chest.
Yeah.
So then that way they could like CGI. So if the robot was running, they could do it better with a guy in it trying
Yeah.
to,
Yeah.
and then mimic it. But then it was just insane. They had like I was pretty impressed. That felt like a story.
Hmm.
It didn't feel like I want to make money. It was just I was surprised. I enjoyed it a lot more, and I'm probably enjoy it more than other people do.
I
I just was like,
definitely
it was
probably
really
try to
cool.
watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. But I was like, even Jumanji, the original,
Mm.
like,
That one was good. I did
dude,
see that.
that was Robin Williams, one of the best
Oh, he
actors to
was
date.
great.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Unmatched.
No. Yeah. Of course. I'm currently on my binge watch of like classic comedians.
Hmm.
So I'm doing Adam Sandler movies, and then I'm going to Jim Carrey movies.
So when you do that, are you just going to be watching all of his movies, or what are you going to be doing for that?
So I'm just watching every Adam Sandler movie I can.
Animated and not?
Yeah, I haven't gotten to the animated one yet, but
Well, I mean, there's like Hotel Transylvania, and
oh, I've
there's
watched those. I love.
yeah.
I don't care what people say. I love the Hotel Transylvania movies.
Okay.
They're a guilty fun pleasure movie
Okay.
where it's like you're not supposed to take yourself seriously. It's a kids movie, but there's heart to it, and
You
I
enjoy
like
the
it.
Family Guy animation style when they have conversations? They're frozen until they're for like 30
It's a
seconds and then
fun
they move a little
movie.
bit.
It's more stylized than Family Guy. It is more stylized than Family Guy. I like the movie. I think I also you can't like that's just a great cast. Andy Samberg and Adam Sandler are great duos together, just period. But it was just like they're just having fun. That's
Yeah.
where you can tell film is like they might not have a lot of craftsmanship with that movie, but you can tell they care about it. And it's
It's like the
just
Spy
fun.
Kids movies.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
Yes. Oh,
Those are
dude.
fun to watch.
That was a childhood memory too.
Yes. Yes.
I need to rewatch those though. It's
And
been a
Shark
while.
Boy and Lava Girl.
I never
They're
actually
not
saw those.
they're not great
I
movies.
saw the clips of like Channing Tatum like trying to eat the bars.
It's not
off-
Channing Tatum, it's
No, not Taylor Lautner.
yes.
Taylor, why did I say
Yeah.
Channing? Taylor
It's because
Lautner.
he's hot, you know?
Yeah, he's a hot guy. Channing Tatum, get my number. Be my bro, mate. No, I just saw that clip of Taylor Lautner trying to eat the bars off, and it looks obviously CGI to a.
Terrible.
And didn't he sing like for a short minute?
I don't
as he-
remember. I don't remember. Dreams, dreams, dreams.
Yeah, wasn't
Something like
was that? Yes,
It-
I don't know
I
where it
think
is.
that whole movie was about like just dreams becoming reality or something like
Yeah, and then
that.
George Lopez was the bad guy.
Yeah.
I was like, of course, get George. Journal. Paint this Send
Mr.
to the
Electric,
principal.
that is a lie. Send him to the principal's office to be expelled.
It's like, oh my god.
Well, what's
Oh.
great is that director knew that they weren't like supposed to be great movies. He didn't care. He's like, you know what? Let's just have fun with it.
Right.
Everybody who was on the cast, like every celebrity that
Yeah.
was asked to be it, they joined and they were like, yeah, this is fun. Like I don't want to take this seriously at all.
Yeah.
Like this is gonna be great.
Right. How many
And
did
then
they do?
I think they did like 3 or 4 Spy Kids movies, and then they
Well, that
did.
one was Lava Girl, and wasn't that one Lava? No. What's?
I think
That's
they
not
only
Spy-
did like 4 or 5 total. It's from the same director, but
Yeah.
it's not
Oh,
the
what's
same
his name?
series.
It's something Rodriguez. Is it? You know who I'm talking? Hold on, I'm going to look this up. I need to know.
I don't know, but they got Antonio Banderas in the first movie.
He came back.
Put some boots.
They came. They made like a new one for Netflix.
Did they?
Yeah, and
Really?
he came back for that one.
Huh.
It's good.
Well, I wasn't expecting.
Well,
to,
but
like,
I don't even
grade
know
A
if that one was by the director.
Mm.
That's what I'm. Oh, Robert Rodriguez is the director.
I think that was actually like one of the first Danny Trejo movies too, if I'm not mistaken.
Netflix, I think. Yeah, Spy Kids Armageddon. It was directed by. It's not telling me. Okay, I guess Robert Rodriguez did go to that. Did do that one. Sorry, guys, we're looking up here. Director. Spy Kids Armageddon director. Okay, Robert Rodriguez did do that one.
I guess it was not his first movie, by the way.
Oh, it wasn't?
No, but they actually, I think that was the introduction of the character Machete, because that was his name in the movie. And then there's a real movie called Machete,
No.
like 9 years later, and it's like an actual like
That's
like an action movie, which is really funny because his first introduction as like this killer was in a kids movie where he didn't do any killing or anything.
Yeah.
It's like,
But
yeah,
he
my
had to
name
have
is
a cool
Machete.
name.
My name is Machete, and I'm your uncle, Uncle Machete.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know one thing? So here's a little side note. Spy Kids, right? They had the 3D, and then you had
I
like
remember
movie
that.
like Journey to the Center of the Earth that was meant for 3D.
Oh, I watched that in
Yeah.
3D when it came out.
Did you?
It was
I
cool.
think I don't remember if I did see that in the theaters. It's 3D. But what sucks is there's no 3D TVs anymore.
I know.
You can't watch 3D anymore.
I know.
So now it's just weird.
It is weird. They didn't
I
really
can't-
think that ahead.
Why? Don't you think they should bring that back? I kind of want them to bring 3D back. Because, like, if
Kinda.
you have those films, at least having, like, the past films that were meant for that.
I feel like what they should do is they should just have like special glasses that allow for it, because I think they do. I think we had some before, long time ago, and I'm not talking like the red and the blue. Like
Yeah,
there were like
no, like
actual
the-
like
yeah.
regular sunglasses that you had to wear.
Well, it's weird because PS5 said they can do it, but then you have to get a console for it. Like, you have to
Hmm.
get a 3D player for it, but the TV itself won't support it. You
Really?
have to get a 3D TV, like one that's built for 3D
Hmm.
or a projector.
Well, this is a little out of my know-how.
I don't know. I was just like, I looked that up and I was like, so I
That
I
is
couldn't watch a
disappointing.
3D. I couldn't watch 3D on that
That is
TV.
very disappointing.
It's really sucks, dude. I was like, "Ugh." And I have the How to Train Your Dragon, the first one, in 3D too.
See, we have all these smart TVs now, but they're not smart enough.
They're not
to
that smart
do
enough
3D.
to do the 3D.
Come on.
Like,
Come on,
guys, let's
Roku.
bring back the 3D.
Come
Bring it
on,
back.
Logitech. Come on, Roku.
Come on, Dell.
Start listing off every TV company.
Every TV company. No, it kind of misses that magic because like I just recently rewatched Journey to the Center of the Earth. Not too long ago actually. It was probably like
It's
2
not
months
too
ago.
bad of a movie.
It's not. I will say
I haven't watched the
I
one with The Rock, though. I don't know if that
I
one's any
did
good.
watch that one.
Is it good?
I like it. It's fun.
Okay.
It's not, don't expect it to connect really too much to the first one.
Okay, that's kind of what I was worried about, if it was related or not.
They just, well, like they try to, but they don't say anything about Brendan Fraser's character. So it's like, it's kind of its own story.
Right.
But I love it.
Right.
And Michael Caine's in it.
And the sequel?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He
Cool.
plays the lost. He's the one who's lost on the island. You have to
Mm.
find. It's also fun seeing him make
Yeah.
fun of Dwayne Johnson. But I did write a review on the first one because Nolan showed me this app. It's called. I'm not promoting it, but it is a cool app.
You kind of are a little bit, but
Well, there's an app that I use, and I started
it's an
reviewing.
ambiguous app.
It's an ambiguous app. It's really cool. Okay, I'm a huge fan of Brendan Fraser. Really great actor. I will say, yeah, go ahead.
Did you watch that new one he did? I think it's
The
called The
Whale?
Whale.
Yes.
Did you watch it?
Yes.
Is it good? I've been
I
trying to want to watch it, but I don't
Do you
know
have a
where
DVD
to.
player?
I have my Xbox I can slide that into.
I'll
So,
give it to you to rent. I
yeah.
have it on physical copy.
I might have to steal that later, maybe like a week or two when I can actually get that moved over. Because I'm
Okay.
going to be moving here
Yeah,
in
no, you're fine.
like 2 weeks.
It's really good. Nolan and I, hey Nolan, Nolan and I had a discussion about it. He didn't like it for one reason. And I can see his
Oh,
point
is it
on
the
it.
scene where he like levitates?
You saw that?
I've seen that part, like
Oh,
as a joke.
dude.
That's it. It's just, I forget what the meme said. It was something like, my fat ass when they bring back the McRib or something, and it was just like him levitating or something.
It's I really like it's a sad movie.
Mhm.
It's not a happy movie. It's really grim. Um I see Nolan's point about one thing in that movie. I don't want to really say. I'll let you watch it for what it is. But you better have some Kleenexes with you. It's not
Okay.
a
Okay.
light-hearted movie.
When you say it's sad, is it like Marley and Me sad? Is it less than Marley and Me? Have you ever seen Marley?
Oh, I have. That's hard.
Yeah.
It's almost as sad as Marley
Okay.
and Me.
Because that's like the level of sadness that I level it to. Like
Marley, dude, I
will
bawl
always every single
can't.
time.
I can't watch Marley and Me.
I cannot.
Like it's too hard to watch. I'm like I can't do that, man.
It's a little too close to home.
Yeah,
for me.
I can't do that. It's a good movie.
I've
But
had to put down 2 dogs, so
same.
it's a tough watch every single time.
So it's almost as sad.
Okay.
People take a different way, but I'm a sucker when you have like a really good story, and this does have a good story. But it's very depressing. But yes, watch it. I'm glad he got I think he won an award for that movie.
Did he?
Yeah,
Nice.
he definitely needs to. He did a great job in that movie. And he was in prosthetics. 70 pounds
Jeez.
of
Yeah,
I might be off a bit.
When I
but
saw
it's
that
a
image
lot.
of him, I thought he had gained all that weight.
Yeah.
Like I know that
Yeah.
he's gained some weight,
Right.
but I mean,
He's actually gotten a little more fit now.
did he?
Yeah,
Good for
he's
him.
not that like he's lost some
Yeah.
weight, but he's
Good for him.
Yeah. No, they put everything on him. That was a full suit.
Jeez.
And he got really hot in that too. I was like,
I am
"Oh,
not
God."
surprised.
I know we got hot with our films on those suits that Ryan and I got in, but I was
My
like,
toe hurts.
Anyway, Journey to the Center of the Earth. I really do like those 3D elements they add into that movie because it was meant for the 3D
Yeah.
experience. I really love what they showed in that movie. I do feel like they were restricted though.
Mhm.
Again, at that time, it was hard to really go off the boundaries of like an underworld world kind of
Yeah.
thing, you know? And it was really cool, the paintings and everything that they did with that. But I was like, there could have been more. That's
Sure.
also why I enjoy the second one a lot. Because, yeah, it's more CGI,
Mhm.
but it really delves you into an actual, like,
Right.
crazy world. You know what I
Right.
mean? And I'm like, I love Brendan Fraser and I love his serious acting, but I will say, I was like, yeah, I kind of miss his comedy. Like I felt like he was holding back a little bit on the
Hmm.
comedy. I was like, you could still. It's like the Mummy. He's still funny,
Yeah.
but he has the serious moments, and this is a lot more serious rather than funny. I was like, okay.
All right.
It's a good. I really enjoyed it, but I never grew. I don't remember if I watched it in the theater as a kid,
Hmm.
but I do remember that was definitely highly talked about when that was out. Um,
Speaking of fun movies,
yeah.
one thing that I like to do with my fiance is we like to go and, especially on Tubi, we love Tubi. We love watching those B movies,
Hmm.
especially the horror movies. They're so much fun.
We
We
could get our
love it.
stuff on Tubi, but
Nice.
we're not going to right now.
All right.
I'll tell you about that later.
Okay,
But
cool.
yeah.
But, anyways, I found out that one of my favorite B movie series is on Tubi. And I don't remember where I watched it the first time, but I found out it's on Tubi now. And again, that's what we like to watch
Yep.
stuff on. It's free. We don't have to pay anything for it.
But you do have to watch all the ads, right?
Eh, we usually like get our drinks made or
I
whatever,
see.
snacks or whatever during that time. We don't pay attention to it. It's annoying, but we don't have to pay a subscription
Yeah,
for
no, that's
something.
fair. No, that's fair.
Um, it's called Puppet Master. Terrible movies. Horrible, but I love it. It is so campy. I love it.
Okay.
So the first three movies are so the first two movies are kind of like the story of like
Hmm.
the world building and stuff like that. Third movie is kind of like a flashback movie, and everybody loves it because it's just the puppets killing Nazis. It's fun.
Okay.
It's fun. It's really fun. And then 4 and 5 are so late 80s, early 90s core. It's hilariously bad. It's you can just tell, oh yeah, this is like 1990, 1991. Like you can just tell just
Okay.
from everything in it. And they really change like how everything is going on,
Yeah.
like with the plot and whatnot. Puppets, instead of being these monstrous killers, are kind of heroes in a sense. And it's fun. I haven't watched all of them. So 1 through 5 is kind of like the original five.
Hmm.
And then you've got Curse of the Puppet Master. Haven't seen it. I don't know much about it. Then it's Retro, which I think is an even further flashback. I think it kind of is like, this is why everything in this universe is happening.
Mm.
Like, it brings about how the guy became the puppet master in the first place. And then it does this like really weird like 2000s thing where it's like, oh yeah, now we're going back to the 1940s and we're like really hammering in that whole like the third movie, but
Yeah.
like extending it. Because in the third movie, uh, not to spoil too much, but uh, the puppet master is a French guy who's living in Germany,
Okay.
and he uses his puppets as entertainment for children. That's his whole
Mm.
gimmick. That's all he wants. And he does a little bit where he's making fun of Hitler, and then a Nazi happens to be in the crowd, and he's like, "Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to report you to the government, and then we're going to get you shut down." And so they do that, and then there's this whole like Nazi zombie kind of like subplot. They're trying to get his formula to reanimate zombies or whatever. And so the whole movie, the guy that's the puppet master is trying to escape Germany. Like that's his whole plot. He's trying to get revenge for his wife being murdered, and then he leaves.
Mm.
That's his whole plot. And they do it a really good job, I will say. And then they also kind of like explain a little bit for like who the puppets are a little instead of just being, oh, they're puppets that are alive. It's like, oh, well, this puppet used to be this person, but he died and, he's now a puppet or whatever.
Mm.
And then this one used to be this person, and this one used to be this person, and this one used to be my wife. Now she's gonna kill you,
Okay.
So it's really campy, really fun, and again, I've only seen the first five. I watched one of the recap movies, and once I saw that, I was like, you know what? I don't want to watch this anymore because that movie is terrible. I will always hate on that movie because all it does is it takes the first five movies, jumbles it up, mashes it up, and it's basically a read through of the first five movies as a movie. They reuse clips like for about 75 to 85% of the movie is just clips from the first five movies.
Did
And
you hear
then
about War of the Worlds with what's
Tom
his?
Cruise?
No, it's the newer one that
Oh.
with the ice cube.
I haven't even given it my attention, to be honest. Like I
Pretty
love
bad.
bad movies, but I don't know if I can
That was
even give
pretty
that
bad,
one.
but I did find out something really shocking about that movie.
What?
So that was only shot for 13 days with him in a room because that was during COVID.
A Zoom call, huh?
Yeah. They filmed him. It was during COVID and it took up to now to release the movie.
Hmm.
There was a lot of conflict with editing there and everything.
I
But
see.
apparently, I watched a Corridor Crew video about it, them breaking it down. Apparently, they used real uh, footage of people dying and stuff, and they just removed them and put aliens in those footage to put in the movies.
What?
Yeah, that was pretty messed up. The
That is.
director didn't think it was going to be that bad, but Corridor Crew broke it down. It was like there's even like a plane shot of an actual plane falling, and they used that, and then recreated another one
Mm,
that was all CGI to mimic exactly the same thing.
that's
I
bad.
was like, "Eee, that's not
Hold
okay."
on. So the footage that they used for the movie was actual people dying, or
Well,
was
it
it
was
just
like
re?
events, yeah, real
Oh.
events.
So they just recreated it then.
No, they just inserted aliens, CGI aliens, and then had them be the ones blowing up and stuff, and then like fire footage. The
Yeah.
people back. I was like, oh, that's not
It
okay.
okay. As
That's a
messed up
little.
as it is to say this, it's one thing to basically recreate it with, actors and whatnot of those
Well,
events,
yeah,
but actually using the footage
but
for it
using that
is
footage
bad.
is not
That's
okay.
bad.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
messed up.
really bad.
Yeah, I just found that out. I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
that's not
No.
okay. That's really
No.
bad. So, it's not really a boring movie. It's hilariously dumb seeing Ice Cube's performance because he's looking at a green screen and they're just putting him. And he's just like, no, why? Come on. And it's
He's
just
a
like,
reaction YouTuber for
it's just so
that.
bad. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Take it for what you want, but
I probably
uh,
won't see it, to be honest.
yeah.
After hearing that, I don't have
And
any
I didn't
desire.
know that until I watched the Quarter Crew and I was like, oh my God.
See, that's why behind the scenes stuff is so interesting to me. You would never know unless you
No.
actually
But
dove
a
into
lot of
that
people,
stuff.
studios don't do that as much anymore.
True.
That's what's annoying. With Lord of the Rings, you get over 3 hours a bonus reel for each disc, like
Right.
each
Right.
movie, and it's like it dives into the entirety of how they make something. To me, I think that's more educational than having to go to college
Exactly.
about it because then you're actually seeing like a craft being made there
Yeah.
and you get to see it like you're there. You were there the whole time, but like that's another reason why I'm not a big fan of Disney
Mm-mm.
movies. They cut down the B-roll a lot. So they only give you little snippets and they're like 5 minutes long each. And it's like, yeah,
Yeah. Not good.
like,
Not very good.
now I think one thing I've realized recently with watching movies is I'm more in tune with watching behind the scenes rather than watching a movie these days. At least like because I'm creating
Yeah.
this stuff
Yeah.
now, I'm not as like meh, to like want to actually watch a movie. I'm like, ooh, how did they make it? And like there's selected movies I'll definitely
Right.
watch.
Right.
I have like 400 movies on physical copy now. But I'm like, I still am like, I would rather just watch the B-roll than I
Hmm.
would.
Speaking of, I think you would really enjoy this channel, this YouTube channel. I am going to plug them. They're really cool, great content.
Okay.
They're called Dead Meat, and they kind of do like that behind the scenes stuff with scary movies, like horror movies. They count the kills, They do like
Oh,
behind the
I think
scenes
I might have
stuff.
seen a video of them
Yeah, they're
before.
really good. I remember seeing them when they first put out videos, and it was as simple as, okay, well, this person died, this person died, this person died, 5 people died. Thanks for watching. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. And then they actually started like caring a bit more about their craft and like,
Yeah,
okay, well, yeah, we're gonna do basically like a little bit of a read through, but kind of funny. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna throw some jokes in here too,
right.
and then like play some clips that are kind of funny, and then kind of like talk about behind the scenes stuff. And that's when I actually really fell in love with the channel
Okay.
because, like, again, back behind the scenes
Yeah,
stuff, really interesting.
that's amazing.
If you watch Hellraiser, the first one,
Mhm.
there's a scene where the lead actress, she's in a mental institution. And if you know anything about Hellraiser, there's that little puzzle box.
I've heard about it. I haven't seen the movie. Hold
Okay,
on one
so,
second.
of course.
Sorry, guys, a little break here just because we have a train coming.
Choo choo. All aboard.
The amount of noise right now is insane, dude.
It's impeccable.
Like, of course, it had to happen on today's episode. Thank
Naturally.
you.
It's usually not this bad, is it?
No. Like, what the heck, guys? I literally, before you came, I was like, all right, we're all ready. And then I just heard someone starting to play the instruments and sing. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh no. And you came and you heard it. And
Yeah.
then now they're having another guy singing and he's even louder. And I'm like, all right. Now a train just came by. And I'm like, cool. Let's
It's like they
just...
have respect for Luke, but not for me. I see what it is.
Yeah, jeez. Come on, right?
Fine, I'll just leave them. It's fine.
Luke, we need you back.
Luke. We need you.
Luke, I'm your father.
The trains are coming by.
The trains are coming. The trains are coming.
It's like that one scene that we were shooting with the train.
What did you say? It was
Remember.
no, that was I know what you're talking
Luke,
about.
it was you and Luke having like the super emotional scene, and I was filming.
Yes.
And then
And he was like, "What a beautiful scene. Very nice out." I just also remember that other one, your first day, where you were like, the train's uneven, you guys.
Oh, terrain. Yeah.
We're just like, all right, let's get going.
It's
He's
funny
like,
that
train's uneven.
It's funny that that made it into the trailer too. That's what was so funny. I totally forgot about saying that. And then
I didn't even notice
I
it.
know, that's why it was so funny.
Oh.
Because I just heard it and I was like, oh, I remember saying that.
And then I saw, because then the comments, you said that, and I was like, what the fuck is this person saying? Oh, it's right. Oh, it's right. Oh, I get it. Okay. I look back, I didn't. Okay, we're good.
Anyways, back to what I was saying.
Yes.
In Hellraiser, they have this like little puzzle box, and the whole gimmick is if you mess with it, it summons the Cenobites, which are like this
Mm.
demon cult thing. Anyways, she's in the mental asylum, and she happens to have the box, and she fiddles around with it, and one of the walls opens up. So she thinks, oh, that's my escape. So she starts walking in there, and then all of a sudden, this demon thing comes chasing after her, and she has to escape.
Mm.
If you pay attention, I think it's on the right side of the screen. You can actually see the trolley that they're wheeling the monster on,
Oh,
and you
okay.
can see like the guy pushing it, and it made it into the final cut.
It did?
It did. It is so funny.
That's
It is so funny, and I never ever would have noticed it if I hadn't watched the kill count for that episode.
Really?
Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, if you look really closely, you can see so and so pushing the cart. It's like, what? And he's like, yeah, if you look right here, and he zooms in on it, there's his shoe, or something like that. It's like, oh, it is right there. That's kind of cool.
That funny you brought that up. I watched Gladiator,
Mm.
and I saw a breakdown of that, and someone pointed out there's a guy in jeans behind a horse, and you see his jeans and feet as they're like having Russell Crowe talking with like one of the other characters, his dialogue scene, and they're walking with the camera, and the guy literally just like he does. He like steps out and he's like, oh shit. That's bad.
It's like with The Walking Dead too. Like the pilot, Like there's a couple of like extras that aren't like dressed as zombies or anything. Like there
Yeah.
was a guy like with a ball cap on, and he was like no makeup, no nothing, and he's just like standing there. I remember seeing that like for the first time years ago.
Okay.
I was like, really? That's there? I'll admit, hot take. I don't like The Walking Dead.
I only
It is
watched one
so
episode.
boring.
Yeah, I
I
watched one
was
episode and I couldn't even watch all of it.
I barely made it through the pilot.
Yeah, I couldn't do
I
it.
was like, this sucks. People
Train to
enjoy this?
Busan.
Yes, I still need to watch that.
It's one of the best zombie movies I've ever seen.
Speaking of Korean movies, have you ever watched Parasite?
No, I've heard a
Oh,
lot
it is
about it.
so
I've
good.
heard a lot about it. I need to. That's on my list. Yeah, dude, they know how to make great movies, man.
Oh, they do.
I'm like, holy crap, dude. Especially when you watch Train to Busan,
Hmm.
there's a lot of physical acting with zombies that they do. And I mean, I don't know how they don't hurt their body, but they do some crazy stuff.
I mean, I
And
can only imagine because I haven't seen it, but
yeah.
if you kind of just like go limp and you like shake your
No,
torso a
they
bit,
even like stretch their arms all around and stuff too.
huh?
I mean, some of it's visual effects, but you can tell when someone's like there and someone's double jointed, so they can just like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like if you're like your arms are limp, I'm not gonna do it because I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw everything around. But I mean, if you kind of like use your torso to like throw your
Right.
body around and you don't like really move your arm much, it can look very unnatural. But you're not hurting yourself because
They're
it's
moving
limp.
both their arms and legs and body at the same time.
That's gonna be cool.
It's insane, dude. They again, like I have you're taught okay, going on a side note of great stories, this is not just a zombie movie.
Right.
It is a father and daughter movie. And it is one of the most powerful stories I've ever seen. And holy crap, dude, you are in for a ride. Cause you're like they perfectly craft how they set up all the characters. And you at first you're like, man, this guy's just a dick. And then you're like, oh. And then you start watching, and you're like, oh, I see. So like you're just like you get a perfect crafted story within a zombie apocalypse. And it's like that's one of the most entertaining stories I've ever seen.
You think it's good enough for PlayStation to milk for like 8 years left for or Last of Us? I've never I've never played them. I don't know anything about them.
I did play Last of Us. It's fun. It's a really great game.
Did you play the second one?
I played parts of it. I so I
It's that
played
good.
parts of the first and I played parts of the second. No, I got stuck in the first one where a position where I'm literally low on ammo and resources. I'm in a place where I don't have options to get a lot.
Right.
So I'm basically stuck with zombies that I don't have enough ammo to kill with. So I'm like, okay, cool. Next game. So I started playing it.
So-
Watched the show.
I haven't watched the show. I haven't played the games. I know like next to nothing about it except for the
Perfect.
fact that it won Game of the Year and it was super super controversial because of it.
The second game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Watch the show. The first season is stunning. A really great show. Luke made a joke last week. He's like, "Yeah, Pedro Pascal didn't need to touch a lot of his co-stars." But side note, um, uh, it's season one's really great, and then I love the first like 3-4 episodes of season two. Really stellar, and I highly recommend you watch that first before you play the game.
The show before the games?
Mhm.
Okay.
Reason being, this show actually adds more from the game.
Okay.
It's the first show to actually just go off of the game. It's
That's
not
good.
doing its own thing.
That's
It's
good.
actually going off the game's lore and it's expanding it.
I do like that. I like that a lot.
So the game's really good. Like it's visually a lot of fun. It's terrifying at times too.
Mhm.
The big controversy behind the second one is because they put an agenda in there.
Right. And I knew about that. I don't really care too much about it. Like,
It's not for
great.
me, but I'm not going to despise it for
No.
it. I will say the show gets a little at time. Like to me, I'm like I lot
It
like
just hammers
after the
into it too
first
much.
and the second season.
Mm.
The
Which is
first
okay.
season's really great.
Yeah.
It's just after like the fourth episode, I stopped.
Like,
It was really good up to that
yeah,
episode,
yeah.
but afterwards, I was like,
I feel that same way with a lot of stuff. Like, even when I was a kid, like, when they were doing TV shows, like
yeah,
regular show and Adventure Time, like,
right,
there was a point where I kind of stopped watching it because that's all it was really talking about.
yeah,
It was just talking about dating and, like,
right,
relationship stuff. Even with, like, straight, gay, bi,
yeah,
polyamorous, doesn't matter. Like, if it just hammers in that too much,
yeah,
I lose interest.
right,
Like, I don't care who it's with or whatever.
yeah,
And I'll admit, like, I went back and I watched Adventure Time and I got past all that stuff.
right.
It's a good show.
No, it's
I
a really good
love
show.
that show.
You can have a really good written. Okay, I probably will have a controversial opinion about this episode. There is an episode in season one that is focused on same gender love story,
In
The
what show?
Last of Us.
Okay, okay.
But
I thought you were talking about Adventure
no,
Time. I was like,
with
season
the
one was
last
just him being a kid. What are you talking about?
the Last of Us season one. However, it is probably one of the best written episodes of that show.
Hmm.
Like it made me cry. It was
Really?
a really good, yeah.
Hmm.
And Nick Offerman is one of the people. He's Ron Swanson, and
Oh, that guy.
yeah,
Yeah. I know characters better than I
yeah.
know actors.
I I'm not like I I'm not gonna hate on that agenda. It's not for me, but
Hmm.
I watched that episode and I was like, wow, that's a good story. So take it for what it is. I just, yeah, if you're only there for an agenda and you're not actually focusing on the story and
Right.
the character development, to me, it's not interesting.
Right.
You know what I mean? I really don't care who. There's also, like, you can also make that controversy about Disney with their films. Remember Treasure Planet?
Very much so. What are you
The
trying to get
dog
at?
professor being in
Yeah.
love with the cat.
Yeah.
Different speed, like there's like controversy about like, well, they can't do that because he's a dog and she's a cat, and they have like
Okay,
a
but have you
drama.
seen her though?
I
Have
know,
you
I
seen her
know.
though?
Well, and I'm like, I have
Come
nothing
on.
against that. I'm like, hey.
My only problem is why is it him and not me?
Yeah, why can I not be the dog?
Woof.
No, like again, I don't care. Like I love Treasure Planet, especially their
Such a good movie.
relationship, dude. Like the whole thing about it. I also made a point with Luke. I don't know if it was last episode or the prior one. Tigress and Poe,
Mhm.
greatest character dynamics with each other for Kung Fu Panda, and that series means a whole lot to me personally. The first three, I had to finally admit the fourth one was really bad.
I haven't seen
It wasn't really bad. It was just the weakest.
Okay. I've got a confession. I've only seen 1 and 2. I haven't seen 3 or 4.
The third one is amazing.
So I've heard.
The soundtrack of the third one is the best out of the whole series. But I love the second one the most.
It is really good.
Dude, I love the dynamic between.
Though I will say, I think the best villain, from what I can gather of what I've seen, Tai Lung is the best of all 4 movies.
He's
the best written villain.
He's the best, like, revenge plot villain.
Mm-hmm.
Written revenge plot. I would argue that this villain in the second one is better in the case of he's more ruthless,
right,
on all levels than
as
Tai
a
Lung
villain.
is.
He is much better.
Yes,
but
Tai Lung, you get to see that heart of why he is who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And you almost feel sorry for him.
Yeah,
because he's not necessarily.
He's not
would you say
good.
he's not a good guy? Would he be a villain? I think he's more of just a damaged character that's taking his anger out on
I'd
Shifu and
I'd
everyone
almost
else.
argue he's closer to being an anti-hero than a
Yeah, I
villain.
would probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes more sense. I will say his ways of doing things are
Are
clearly
more
more.
anti than hero, but
Yeah, but like uh,
Shifu.
no, who is the villain in the second one? The peacock.
I can't think of his name. Shen, I think.
Shen, Lord
Yeah, yeah,
Shen.
yeah.
Yeah, he's straight up a bad guy. He's terrible, but he's well written in the regard of he is a really good written villain. Tai Lung is just great. It's dude, Kung Fu Panda 1, arguably my favorite animated movie.
That's
Two
really
beats it.
good.
Two beats it for me in the sense of just, well, personally, Poe's backstory.
Mhm.
We all know he's adopted. Clearly, he's a panda.
What?
He's a what? I know.
Dude.
I told that to Luke, and he was like, "No
Dude.
way!" But like, just like the aching pain that he has with that past, that it just comes up, and then you see all that torment. I'm like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Also, he's adopted. That means a lot to me.
Mhm.
But it's like,
I was gonna ask you about that actually. If you kind of related to him a little because of that.
yeah.
Good.
I talked to Luke. One of the I well, I think I don't know if I told him about it. I told Nolan about it. I'm gonna get a tattoo eventually, and there's three, technically four animated movies that are personal to me.
Mhm.
So it will be Toothless the Dragon,
That's a
because
really
he's
good
an
movie.
outcast, right? Yeah.
Right.
Poe, because of him being an adopted, but self identity and everything.
Mhm.
And then Stitch, because arguably Lilo and Stitch
You
is
got to
the
get
best.
the live action
No,
one.
no, gosh, no. The animated Lilo and Stitch, the Stitch, because he's cute and adorable, and he's
Well,
also
what do you mean?
lost.
He's animated in the live action too.
Don't even get me started on. Do not get me started. Oh my god.
Oh, I know you love that movie.
Look, I am not going to deny that the cast had fun, but some.
Did it need to be made? No.
No, it did not
It
need to
did
be
not.
made. I have a whole argument about live action. I even argued with Luke about the live action How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to see it either.
Luke brought up some really good points that like, hearing him out, I was like, okay, the live action does work in its own way. Out of every live action remake, How to Train Your Dragon is the best. It's not a high bar compared to a lot of others, but it is more watchable than all the others.
Yeah.
It's just, to me, the magic of what the animated movie brought to me
Right.
is more important to me, and putting that into live action loses it.
Have you read the book, by the way?
I am going to start I'm going to start listening to the audiobook, because apparently David Tennant reads the audiobook. It's a completely different story.
Oh yeah,
from
I
what
know.
yeah, from
I'm
what
aware.
I
I've read it.
Yeah, I really want to read it. Don't say anything about it. I want.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I don't remember much of it, but I do remember enjoying it a lot as a kid.
Yeah. Dude.
And I read it after watching the movie,
Yeah.
so I kind of was like, "Oh yeah, it's going to be just like the movie." It's not.
No,
It's
very
not.
different from what I've heard. I want to go in with an open
It's
mind.
it's scarier than the movie.
Good.
Like with I forget the big mama dragon. Red Death, I think it's called.
Think so.
It's scary in the
Yeah.
book. Like they've got pictures in the book too, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
It was scary looking at that thing. It's like I don't know how he even managed to beat it in the movie or in the book. It's just like
Well, in the movie, it's because they're not tough on the inside.
mhm.
The skin's tougher on the outside than in the inside with their fireproof.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So it's like I wouldn't want to fight that thing at all. Is what I'm getting at.
Right. Well, yeah.
Like
Even in the movie, though, there's that version's still pretty
oh yeah.
daunting. I was like, and that's the thing. There's weight.
That's his
to that.
first
Yeah. his
Big
first
Mama
big,
Dragon he takes
yeah. I
on.
was like, dang.
And then the
It got,
second one is sure bigger, but it's like it doesn't seem as
it's not as intimidating.
brutal.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
as brutal, but I still wouldn't want to be near that thing.
Hmm.
I mean,
And
that,
then the third movie, oh, that one is so good. I loved that third movie. That
I,
villain
so,
is very, very intimidating. He doesn't look it, but he is. Just with his experience
okay.
in doing stuff. I I
I
wouldn't want
think
to
the second one, the villain in the second one is way more intimidating than all of them combined. I mean,
like I
with the
said.
villain of the third one, I think the second one is the perfect villain
Mhm,
because he is an image of Hiccup gone wrong
mhm.
and evil. And
Well,
he
it's
is
more
just.
so like I think in the third movie, the villain is what his father wanted Hiccup to become.
Mm, oh, okay. I didn't
Like,
think of that.
because he's all about like just capturing and killing dragons. That is it. That's all his dad really wanted him to do too.
That's interesting. I didn't think about that.
So, well, I didn't really think about it much until just now. I was like, oh, there is a lot of similarities to
Hmm.
stuff like that. So Hiccup is like trying to realize, oh, this is the life that I could have had. I don't want it, but this is what I could have been. And what's really intimidating about this guy is he's very good at what he does. Like he's got lots of experience
Yeah.
doing this. Like he knows what to do. He's able to like track them where they're going before they even know where they're going.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh yeah, they're going here. They're going to be like going this way, that way." And if you listen like beforehand, it's like, "Oh, we're just going this way." He's like,
Hmm.
"Oh, well, they're going to be running out of food right about at this point. They need to land about at this island." And then after that, they're going to be like, "Oh, where are we going to go? Okay, let's just go over to this island so we can, not have this issue again." And he's like, "And that's going to be where their final stop is." And he beats them there, if I remember correctly.
Hmm. I didn't think about that.
So he is scary in that regard
Okay.
of just his experience and his efficiency. You
Okay.
don't really see it because he's this like scrawny like
Yeah.
dude, and
He
it's
doesn't look
he doesn't
intimidating.
look intimidating, but what he does is more
Hmm.
intimidating. And I find that that's a lot scarier than some big burly brute that's like, "Oh, I'm gonna punch you into a pulp."
Don't you think there could have been a little more establishment with him, though, that could have
Yeah,
maybe improved his
yeah, I agree.
intimidating?
I would have loved if they went more into detail on him,
Hmm.
or like if maybe they did a spin-off movie of him like becoming what he is.
Yeah.
I think that would be pretty cool too. Or even like
Okay.
in a show or something.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious what they're going to like. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with the live action series.
Hmm.
Do I want to watch any more of the live action? Probably not. No. But they are trying to see if they can get Kate Blanchett to be the mom of Hiccup because
Mm,
she was the voice of it in the
that'd be
animated.
cool.
But to see her actually come back as the live action version, I'm like, "Well, okay, I could see that.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool." At the end of the day, I'm like, dude,
I forget, was she also the one that played Lilith in the Borderlands movie? Or was that somebody else?
so I
I've
haven't
never
seen the
watched it.
movie, but I know you really were happy about it.
Yeah.
That was one
I
of your
love
favorites,
I
right?
love Borderlands. I don't like the movie. As soon as I saw Kevin Hart was casted on it, like, yeah, I'm not watching this. No disrespect towards Kevin Hart, but
Yeah.
that's not.
No, it's wrong casting.
Yeah.
Like I think he can act, but wrong casting in a sense of like when you know a character is established in a game
Hmm.
or a medium, you
You
just have
don't
to know you want to find that right
you
person.
don't cast a comedian to play a serious role or like a serious character. Like if he's known as a
There are certain
comedian,
people who can pull that
right,
off.
right.
I just
Like
think it's a
Leslie
little.
Nielsen, he
Yeah.
was a serious actor, and then he got cast for The Naked Gun, and also,
Superhero movie.
yeah. Well, that was long before
I
that.
know, but I still love
Um,
that movie.
yeah, it's like he's a funny guy, like you wouldn't expect him to
Liam
do that.
Neeson in the new Top Gun.
Bryan
Did you see?
Cranston is another example. He
Yes.
was a
Yes.
comedian in Malcolm in the Middle,
Hmm.
and then he goes and plays Walter White and does a fantastic job.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a show that I'm currently watching. I'd never
I
seen it
I
before.
have yet to watch. I know you told me about it.
It's pretty good. It's
It'll
pretty
be
good.
on my list, but
I'm kind of one of the boring parts where it's like, oh, well, so and so's in the hospital, and we're spending like 2 or 3 episodes on that.
I
What got said character into the hospital is pretty interesting. I'm not spoiling anything, but because this happens like at least 2 or 3 times at this point. Um,
did you see Supernatural?
no, I have not.
I just started watching that series. I'm very surprised of how great especially for an early. When did that? Was that on
I don't
early two
know.
thousands?
I don't
No,
know,
that
but I
had to be a little bit
remember
more. But oh my
I
gosh,
remember in the 2010s, teenage girls were obsessing over it.
I know they were, but it's about people. It's about like two brothers trying to hunt down and diminish the supernatural
Yeah.
from killing people. And it's actually really like it's a pilot episode, especially.
Hmm.
I want to know how they made that a pilot.
Hmm.
That is an insane. Like I don't know how they did it. Like it is a really well crafted pilot, and then they keep going more and more, and it. I was hooked, man.
Hmm.
I haven't continued it yet. I have to. I stopped my subscription.
Ah,
But I'm gonna try to find a way to get it because I would love to watch the whole thing. It is a
right.
long show, but it's especially for that era when it came out. I just don't know how they pulled that off. It was
Right.
really cool.
See, my issue with Breaking Bad is sometimes, well, every episode is about 40 minutes.
Mhm.
That's, I think, average for a lot of shows.
That was Supernatural, around
Yeah.
43 minutes. I'm
Sometimes they feel longer, like way longer than 40
sometimes,
minutes. And that's
sometimes,
especially like with the parts that I'm in. It's
yeah.
like, we get it. So and so's in the hospital.
But
Cool. Awesome.
honestly,
Can we get back to the part where they're making drugs? Like that's more interesting to me. Like the action, like
right.
the parts where, oh, there's going to be a shootout. Like that's really interesting. Or, oh, I don't know, they're trying to peddle drugs, or so and so's trying to steal from another character, or, any of the Mike subplots. Mike is really interesting. I like Mike a lot.
I just find it odd that studios these days limit the amount of episodes in a show these days. And they take 2 years to work on it. And it's
Hmm.
only like 6 episodes
Yeah.
to 8 episodes. When back then, they cranked out 20 to 30 episodes a season,
Right.
a year. I would I would definitely watch those shows more than I would the
Oh,
new
yeah.
shows. And what the hell? What's going on with that? Like why bring that back?
Hmm.
What's like I it's all about money, but I'm like with what they did back then, they were able to pull it off. Why can't
With
you do
less
it
money.
now? Yeah, with less money.
Yeah.
So what's the issue here? I guess I'm not understanding that. I just find that really ridiculous that like and that's another thing with Disney. I'm just like there are certain films and stuff that I grew up as a kid that I will buy and have physically
Hmm.
because those mean a lot to me. Yeah, they're Disney, but those are certain films back in the
Yeah.
day that means a lot to me. But as a
Yeah.
whole, I
Like,
wouldn't.
again, I agree. Like, a lot of those older stuff is way better than what's
Yeah.
coming out now. I don't have much of an issue with like older Disney stuff,
Yeah.
but it's like as you watch like some of their older stuff, like from the 40s and then
Mm.
the 50s, 60s, like you can see the uh, degradation, if I'm even pronouncing that right, of the quality, like even from
Mm.
like when they first came out to when they're starting doing 3D stuff and then
Yeah.
moving into that,
Yeah.
you can see like the lack of as
There.
much care.
Did you hear they're going back to hand drawn?
Good, good.
There's a movie about a cat coming out next year,
Hmm.
which I'm concerned because Nolan and I just watched Flow. Did you hear about that one? That's about a
Flow?
cat. Yeah, it's about a black cat on an adventure, and it was all done in Blender.
Really?
And this guy, it was a yeah independent film.
Hmm.
This guy built it on Blender, and there's not one spoken line in the entire movie. It's all visual. They won so many awards, and it's huge. It blew up. But Nolan and I, we teared up at the watching that movie. I was like, holy crap. That is the best movie I have seen probably in the latest years. And that was just from a guy putting it in Blender.
Yeah.
He probably had a couple other people, but it was small.
Yeah, a lot of more indie stuff is becoming more and more popular as of
I
late, and I love it.
Well, and
Like
that's
indie shows,
yeah.
indie movies, indie games, like
Mhm.
indie everything is just becoming more and more prominent.
Well, because
Yeah.
that's craft.
Yeah.
That's art. That is
And
where people actually care about the story rather than just the money.
and I really hope that AAA studios and games and movie studios, everybody sees that people are favoring this stuff more
Yeah.
instead. Like, sure, they're still seeing the profits and the money,
Yeah.
but I'm hoping that they're seeing more of like, oh, well, I enjoy this more. Like,
Mhm.
sure, it may not be getting nearly as much money,
Yeah.
but people are talking about it more and enjoying it more.
Right.
Like, I'm going to talk a little bit about games, but
And I have a question about that coming up. But
yeah, sure. But a lot of video games now that are made by indie companies are blowing up, like Stardew Valley, Undertale, just to name two games. Hollow Knight and the new game that just came out, Silksong. I haven't beat Hollow Knight. I would love to before I touch Silksong, but it's really good. Like,
okay.
again, I haven't beat it. It's a tough game. It's really tough,
Okay.
but it's great. I love the art style. I love the themes of it. It's just really, really cool. And then it's just like a lot of smaller companies are just pumping out new and new stuff. Like Expedition 33 just came out like a few months ago. It was fantastic. I loved it.
Okay.
I played it. I got a little bored at the start of it, and then one area came out that you enter, and it's like this whole underwater level. It looks really, really cool.
Really?
And the music in the entire game is fantastic. I
Okay.
love it. Music is a big component too.
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me see if I can um, pull up.
I won't be able to play it on this episode.
No, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
play it. I'm just gonna show you
Okay.
what the area looks like.
While you're pulling that up, I have this question for you.
Yeah.
What video game adaptation would you like to see come to screen that hasn't been done yet?
That's tough, but here, look at this.
Oh, that's sick.
Like you're
Is it
walking.
PS5 compatible?
I think so. But like you're walking on the bottom of the ocean and you're like seeing stuff fly around, like swim around. It's really
Forspoken.
cool. Forspoken.
Look up Forspoken. It wasn't that popular, but
Oh, this game.
I love the visuals, dude. They actually have a underwater like weird level too, and I love the fantasy and like magic to it. It's a simple it's a simple
Mhm.
story, but then when you get into like the magical world, dude, it's actually a lot of fun.
I remember watching somebody play that online and they were like predicting some of the lines that were coming up like what's going on? And then like they were joking
Well,
about that
okay,
and then
yeah.
like seconds later the character said it. It's like I don't believe what's going on. They're like, oh, it'd be really
Okay.
funny if they said this. And then it was almost verbatim what they said.
I'm not saying all the writing is great, but like I get the story they're trying to go
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
And, dude, the visual, the magicness of it's actually really cool,
Hmm.
especially with the levels. But
Video
adaptation
games.
into a movie or show, which one do you think you'd want to see?
Oh, okay. When I was younger, I really wanted to make a movie about one game.
Okay.
And I wanted to have like this very unique style to it. And then naturally, because I came up with something really cool, somebody else already had to have done it. Hardcore Henry.
Never heard of it.
It is a first person movie.
Okay.
And it is the first of its kind, to my knowledge, where it's like you are seeing the events as the protagonist. You don't see the protagonist because the camera is.
Right.
It's different from found footage or like, like
Yeah.
Cloverfield or like
Right.
other found footage where it's like, oh yeah, I'm a guy, but I'm holding a camera.
You're actually
The
the
movie
person.
is
Yeah.
you are the character. It's not the
Oh, I
guy
think I've heard
holding.
of it. I
It's
think I've heard
really
of it.
good, apparently. But what I wanted to do was make a movie based off of Dishonored. And I told you about this game before. You
Yeah,
do need to play it.
I know.
Really, really good. And this was before they even came out with the second game, or even the third game, which I haven't even played yet. I wanted to basically do like the first game as a movie. Like you'd see Corvo sneaking around and like he'd like teleport from one side to the other and you'd actually see him do the assassinations in person. Um I feel like that would have been really cool to do, but unfortunately I got beat by obviously somebody else already doing the idea with first person. You still could do it, but it would be a lot of parkour, a lot of
Yeah,
set building and green
right,
screening and stuff like that. Obviously, you can't have a folding blade like you can in the game.
right.
It would be really cool if you could, but obviously it wouldn't be real.
Yeah.
So how the sword works is kind of like one of your lightsabers over there. They kind of fold up.
Okay.
So like when you pull it out in the
Yeah,
game, you like flip it up and it like extends. It's really cool.
uh, actually, Disney just made their first lightsaber that does that, like a fold up. So like you press a button and it comes out and then it lights up.
Hmm.
Or it lights up as it comes out. So it's like a real retractable lightsaber.
I hate
Not
to tell you,
the
but there is one
energy.
over there.
No, not like that. It's plastic. All it is,
Yeah.
it's like a clear through plastic that's on a ring,
Mm.
and it comes out as this tube with the light LED light strips, and it's just like exactly moving like the
Hmm.
lightsaber in the movies. But Hacksmith, I think it was that channel. They built the real life lightsaber
Yeah,
with the yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
It's really
Isn't that cool?
They did a Power Fist too from
Yep.
Fallout. Which, speaking of Fallout, the TV show is really good too.
I know. Don't say a lot. I'm
I'm
still
not
waiting
going
to.
to, but it is really good. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's like 1-to-1 to the game.
Mhm.
Like it takes place after all the games take place,
Oh,
from what I'm imagining,
okay.
which is a good way to kind of retcon a lot of the stuff that happens because stuff happens in the games that you can choose to happen, you can choose not to happen. They did do something that kind of pissed off a lot of fans though. They kind of blew up one of the towns, which I never played those games, so I don't really have any care for it. It's from the first two games, but they are going to Vegas in the next season, and from what I've seen, it looks really good.
Okay.
And I loved Fallout New Vegas. I have played it countless times, more times than I have fingers and toes.
Okay.
I've done full playthroughs, and I love it. I will, hell, I might even go home and play it. Like I love that game so much. Um, I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with the second season, and I'm curious to see what events are canon and what are not. Because it does take place after the events of New Vegas. So obviously there's an ending. So which ending
Right.
is the canon ending? You've got the NCR, which, if we go off of the events of what happened in the show, it might not be canon that they won. Uh, there's the Legion ending, which, from what I've heard, is the quote unquote canon ending. There's the Independent one, which is kind of like the catch all, like, oh, I'm not going to side with anybody. I'm going to run Vegas.
Right.
And then there's also the Mr. House ending, which I would love to see that be the real ending because I feel like that would be the one that would make the most sense. Well, the Independent would make the most sense for the character, for how everybody describes the Courier, which is your player character. But I would also understand it with the Mr. House ending, which would also make sense because they put Robert House in the show. It wouldn't make sense for him to be in the show for like 2, 3 episodes and then never come back
Hmm.
because he's dead or whatever. So I don't know what they're going to do with it. and I'm really, really curious. And I think it comes out in December, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
December 6th. You guys can fact check me on that. I might be wrong. It might be the 13th. It's sometime in December. I'll look it up. But go on. What would you want for your video game adaptation?
That's a good question. No, actually, I got one. Jack and Dexter.
The 16th, by the way. Jack and Daxter.
Jack and Dexter. That was PS2
Mm-hmm.
era. That
Never
was
played
in a
it.
console.
Never
Oh,
played it.
so fun, dude. It, I, it's been a long time, so I have to replay those games.
Mhm.
But just oh, from what I can remember, I grew up playing that on the PS2 with my brother's console, which I have now. I just need to get the games. But Jack and Dexter was so fun. It was kind of its own out there world, like Ratchet and Clank.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just, I love the art style. I loved what they did with it. The mechanics of the game was fun. I know that Jack has a dark side of himself.
Remind me, is that the one that's got the robot companion, or is that the one that's
That's
got the
Ratchet and
meerkat?
Clank.
Or is that the meerkat one?
Meerkat? What? I don't know if
The
that's a
little
meerkat.
lemur
Yeah,
dude.
stretchy guy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
So
Because I know both of those games, but I get them
Dexter.
confused all the
No,
time.
I know. But they were both so fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's this one right here.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never played those games, but
It's fun because there's a dark version of Jack where his eyes light up, which was actually my inspiration for Night Fighter in a regard. But he like has what is it? Jack and Dexter Dark Jack. This
Dark
was
Jack.
yeah.
Mmm.
Which like unleashes even new powers for him where you're like going through the game. It's been so long, I don't really remember a lot of the storyline through the game, but just I remember that was a childhood dream of mine along with I mean Ratchet and Clank, they already made movies, but that
Did they?
arts, yeah, they made a movie. They made a movie called Ratchet and Clank, which I did watch the movie. It was fine. They honored the game, which
That's
was
good.
nice, but
That's
it
always
was
nice.
definitely yeah. It was just like, I like the games a lot. I'm playing Ratchet and Clank uh Dimensions Rift or whatever, the newer game.
Oh, the newest one?
Yeah.
The one that everybody was saying that the girl is trans or whatever.
What?
Apparently, because I guess that species, I think like only the males have tails or something
Oh
like.
my
I don't
gosh.
remember.
I don't.
I don't remember.
I'm
I
playing
just
the game.
remember everybody was like freaking out, like, "Oh, she's trans or something."
No, she's a girl.
Yeah, I know. But
It's
like,
a female
they
version
don't
that I
know.
think is supposed to have like okay. I'm not trying to spoil. I haven't played all the game. I'm
Okay.
like in the beginning.
Mhm.
I'm guessing that they're going to have a love relationship later. I'm assuming they're setting that up for later. It's an average story like that. But it's actually kind of fun. Like they brought back a lot of what like the objects and stuff you get to break and everything from the
Mhm.
previous game, from the older ones, and it's more remastered. It's fun.
You know
It's
what? I
engaging.
changed my option. I think
Okay.
the coolest game to be brought to film would be the Lego Star Wars games.
Absolutely. You know it.
I've never seen a movie like those before. I would love to see them put onto film.
You know, yeah. What
No,
Star
no.
Wars?
But seriously though, I think it would be really funny to like recreate the movies, the Star
Yeah.
Wars movies, like shot for shot in
The
Lego,
Lego.
but the old version where they don't talk. Like and like just have that Lego charm to it too. I think that would be really, really funny. Like do you remember playing the original
It's
Lego
been so
Star
long,
Wars?
but yes.
But it's
Oh
like
yeah.
they didn't talk, they mumbled, but they like did a lot of like slapshot
Yeah.
slapshot humor
Visuals.
and stuff like it was just goofy. Like they had to
I do
work
like
with the
the
humor.
I like the
Yeah.
Skywalker saga they had, the remastered one that
Yeah.
they do. That one's still really
It's
funny.
good. I still prefer the
Yeah.
mumble talking more,
Right.
but
Is that exclusive on PS2 or the older consoles, or do they have that version for PS5 or
I
Steam?
don't know.
Because I can't find that one. I had this Skywalker Saga one, but I'm trying to see if I can get a
Mhm.
hold of the older ones.
I don't know, actually. I know you can get it on Steam.
Okay.
So, last resort, you can play it on Steam. I have it on Steam.
Okay.
I
I like those games.
I put out a record for myself. I was able to 100% the complete saga in what was my time? Like almost exactly 24 hours of playtime.
Really?
Yeah, 100% everything.
Jeez.
I mean, it wasn't one sitting, but also I wasn't like actually trying to speedrun it. I feel like if I was trying to,
Right.
I probably could have.
Mm.
Probably dropped it down to like maybe 22 or 20 hours.
Okay.
But yeah, it was really fun. I do really enjoy those games. But the issue with it was I was more so just playing it for fun, like, oh, I just want to
Yeah.
play through all the
Of
levels.
course.
So naturally I was like, oh, let me try to get as much studs as I can during the initial
Right.
like playing through the story. And then what I should have done, and this is the real strategy, is you rush through the story missions and then you rush through it again on True Story.
Okay.
That's where you have to basically play through it again, but you don't get any of the like the red bricks or anything.
Oh.
So you kind of have to like speed run through it again, and you have to do that for 100%. Um, so you basically do True Story quote unquote twice. The initial time and then you do it like the official
Mm.
time. And then you go back through with story and then or free play and then you go and you get all the red brick, the mini kits and
Yeah.
whatnot. So it's pretty simple. I mean, it's a game meant for kids and like, come on.
Yeah, but it
It's
was
not
meant for all of
overly.
us.
Yeah, it's still fun. I still enjoy playing them. But yeah, I think it would be really funny to have a film version of
Yeah.
the mumble talk and basically the movies all over again.
I want to get into our last section here.
Of course.
And again, feel free to ask any questions too. But we're going to go into your journey into Ignited Flames Entertainment.
Hmm.
Um, I know you've kind of talked about it in person at the premieres, but for people who are watching or listening who don't know, first and foremost, what was it like? What was your journey like going through Ignited Flames Entertainment from the start? Like, genuine, how was your experience overall? Prior to the full Daven.
It was horrible. I hated it. I'm
Darn
kidding. I'm kidding. It
it.
was fun. It was really fun actually. So I've always had an interest in doing film stuff,
Mhm.
like acting, directing, all that kind of stuff,
Right.
watching. But not as much as I used to, I'll admit. Like back at the day, like I was almost as obsessive over it as you were. Like
Yeah.
I was trying to do everything I could, but money was always the issue for me.
I understand.
Money's always been my issue for a lot of the stuff that I
Mhm.
wanted to do with my life. Like I'd love to make my own video games, but unfortunately, money prevents me from starting up a company and just going. And unfortunately, I don't have the know-how to just make a game myself. I still would love to
Mhm.
try and learn to do it, but it's not the easiest thing to do.
Well, you do get to reprise Daven into the video game
That's true.
too,
That's true.
so
I
we'll
mean,
give
it's
you
a
more
voice
insight.
role,
Yeah,
but I
but
mean, I'm more so like talking about the
yeah,
technical side of it. And with that, I still would love to do it. I might look up some videos and how to like get started on
yeah,
it and just kind of like do like a basic video game for
mhm,
the time being. And if I enjoy it a lot, I might go
right,
more into it. Um, and so what I really wanted to do was I wanted to have like a a video game side of the company and then also a film side. So I could like do the interchangeable, like, oh, make
Mhm.
games off the movies
Yeah.
or the shows. And then vice versa, like make shows off the
Right.
movie or make shows off the game, make movies off the stuff. And then just kind of have like one whole universe like dedicated to
Mhm.
everything that I'd make. And one thing that I really wanted to do was this whole like AI like being established and like, hey, humanity is failing. We need to figure out what the point in history was that caused humanity's decline. And the only way that we can really figure that out is by eliminating humanity and basically going back through time physically to actually do it because humanity doesn't write everything down. And the whole story behind it is history may be written by the winners, but the winners love to lie. So just kind of like going back and like living through stuff. So you would, throughout the movies and the games, see like a gradual decline in
Yeah.
the existence of humanity throughout like history.
Mm.
Like I wanted to do a robot styled version of Red Dead. And I feel like that would be really, really cool. And with that, there would be like a few humans that are still like, hey, robots, we're still cool, right? Right? We're still cool. But they would be kind of treated as lessers, almost like almost enslaved by the robots at this point. So they were kind of like treated as under people. But with that, I feel like it would have been really cool to have kind of like a steampunk kind of like Red Dead, almost like Back to the Future
Yeah.
3, but you know,
Mm.
as a video game. Uh, but with Doc being like the prominent like style of how Western is.
I see.
So like the further back in time you go, the less humanity is. So with that, when I found out that you were trying to do film, I was like, you know what? That's a great way to get my foot in the door. Maybe
Yeah.
start being an actor or something. I'll admit it was something that was like, okay, well, it's kind of something that I'll get my foot in the door and maybe I go to California and like become an actor or something. Obviously, that didn't happen. And I'm okay with that.
Right.
I'm okay with not moving to California. It's not necessarily something that's like on the top of my priority.
Right.
Things have changed.
Yeah.
Like my desires for doing stuff have changed, and that's not a bad thing.
Right.
But I was like, okay, well, I'll be a henchman number or henchman
It's-
D or
Yeah.
whatever. Who cares? Soldier A
Soldier
is
A.
kind of like what it's known
Right.
as in the biz.
Right.
So I was like, okay, well, I'll be that guy. I'll have some fun with it, and we'll see how things go.
Hmm.
And then I actually grew to enjoy the cast and the crew, and what we do.
Hmm.
I may not know everything about the universe that you've got, and that's okay. I don't need to understand everything about it.
Right.
But I've actually grown to really enjoy and appreciate everything that you've got.
Hmm.
And so I was happy to be a lead role
Yeah.
for your latest project.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to see how it turns out.
So going off of that, without spoiling,
Hmm.
what was it like getting to finally shine on screen as the villain, Davin Crawl? And was there a process to becoming the character? I know you talked a little bit about the voice, but
Hmm.
I mean, was there a process? I mean, I
It
think
was,
you had more time to prepare rather than Luke, because Luke, I talked to him about Matt, and he had less time to figure it out,
hmm.
but he put something together. Um,
Well, you had another character in mind for me at first.
I did.
And then that one didn't come to film. So I
Yes.
don't know if you want me to say anything about that, but
So,
we can keep it
yeah,
ambiguous. We'll just leave it at that.
yeah.
But so there was a complete change in
Mhm.
everything. Like even the whole personalities for the
Yeah.
characters were vastly different. One was more elegant, the other is more like what you would expect for like a bounty hunter or like an
Yeah.
outlaw or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
kind of a mercenary type.
Right.
And honestly, I feel like that fits me a little bit more. Then I can have a little bit more fun with the character and be
Right.
like, oh yeah, it's more joking at times, but he can be serious as
Mhm.
well. And it, he was a lot of fun to
Yeah.
come up with. Like I don't even know where most of the stuff just came from. It'd be like, oh, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's just,
Right.
as the saying goes, let's just throw shit at the wall and see what sticks.
I'm pretty sure I let you kind of have free reign to create and the
Yeah,
plot.
and like again, a lot of it was like, oh,
Yeah.
let's just throw it and
Yeah.
see what sticks.
Right.
And then it just was like, oh, you know that works. That was
Yeah.
fun. So let's just build off of that and build off of that. And I
Right.
think as the show went, we went more and more like as we were filming
Yeah.
it, we were developing the character.
Yes.
And the initial um like shoot of the
Mhm.
character was not anywhere close to the fully developed
Yeah.
character.
Well, and I think I told Luke about this, and for all of you out there listening or watching, so we have finally confirmed Night Fighter Fate and Liberty is no longer a show. It is a all-in-one movie. Um, Everything combined in a movie. And then if it's long enough, we will have a long version of it available at some point for an advanced membership. But uh, basically, what happened was at the time that we first created it, I told Luke this. The Night Fighter show never was even supposed to happen.
Hmm.
And I don't think you were quite aware yet at that time about the project. Because originally Guardian Hawk was supposed to be the priority.
Hmm.
We had a written script. Nolan was actually helping out. I think Nolan was working on that with me, and we were prepping up the show. The original actress from the old season we did was going to return. And then 2 weeks before the shoot that we did label, and we were like, this is a shoot date.
Hmm.
It never happened. Everything fell through the floor. So what I ended up doing was, well, let's just make it a Night Fighter show. We'll continue the story on. We might as well try to, develop the character. But I was focused more on, well, we'll do this, but I still want to focus on this other story too. So the original cut, I assume is what you were talking about, was a complete comedy. Not really much of a, without getting into it, the idea of the first cut of Fate, it was called Grace and Virtue at the time.
Hmm.
There's a lot of meaning behind what was going to be of that, but we had to change that again. So we went through quite a few drafts. Nolan worked hard on helping me out too with that.
A
But
few.
yeah, a few drafts. So Fate and Liberty ended up being the name of it, and I think, yeah, you were part of that big process, especially for the first take of the show, because we did shoot it.
Hmm.
And then I talked to Nolan and I was like, we'll put it out if it's okay, it's okay. We'll just work on the next one because the next one will be better.
Right.
And then Nolan's like, are you really sure you want to do that? Like, you really, this is your project too. And I
No,
was like,
no offense, but I could definitely tell, like,
yeah,
as we were first doing it, it kind of was feeling more phoned in.
yeah. Oh, no,
And I was like, okay, well, I mean, if that's how you want to do it, then I guess that's how we're
right.
going to do it. But
Well, once I had that talk with
yeah,
Nolan, I was like, all right, I guess I can look, maybe let me just see what we have. Maybe it's good. And then I looked at it and I was like, wow, a bit too it was a comedy and it was dishonoring Night Fighter's kind of journey through the project.
right.
So I was like, so we're gonna go back and reshoot the majority of this.
And then that's when you're like, okay, so I know you said we were done with
Yeah,
this.
so I
But
told
we're gonna do a couple of reshoots, and then those couple of reshoots
became
became almost the entire show. I was like, okay.
yeah, but I'm pretty happy with what
I'm
it turned
glad
into.
that happened though.
Yeah,
But
I know.
yeah.
This took over a year. I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure to shoot. So I mean, and then we lost all the footage, which was another fun thing. But we do have it. luckily almost 90% of it was
That's
backed
good.
up.
That's
And
good.
then that's when I was like, when I found that out, I was like, hey, Ryan. So remember that big
I
shit we
know
had?
I know I've asked you this like
Multiple.
3 times already.
Oh, it was probably more than 3 times. Ryan hit Ryan, he goes by both.
Eh,
Um, Randy has done a lot of retakes and shoots for especially your character.
yeah.
And there was, I mean, we're not going to go into it, but there was a scene that we did prior to losing the footage where we hiked
Oh,
up, what was
yeah.
it, 4.5 miles? Maybe 8
I don't even
miles?
remember. I was in costume the
Yeah.
entire time.
We won't say what you were,
Oh
yeah.
my goodness,
We
that
were
was
all hiking and well, and we didn't you didn't think we were gonna go up that far, so the snacks and water you brought
yeah.
in your
We
car.
just left them in the car. I was like, oh yeah, we're just gonna like go up where we shot last time, which was like up the hill and around the corner. Not
And
even
we're like,
thinking that we were gonna go like 4 or 5 miles of a hike
yeah,
one way.
that was
And I was
hard.
like, okay, well, this is cool. And like by the time we actually found a spot where we're like, oh, this would be a cool spot to shoot, I was already hot and tired and
I was hot. I
delirious.
had, yeah, a headache. It was not a,
And then I'm getting thrown around, and then I
I
get
was
my
too.
head hit a few times. And I was like, I'm sorry for that, by the way, but I was like getting agitated with stuff. I'm like,
Oh,
dude, we need to get this shot done.
yeah,
I am tired. I want to go home.
right.
Like, this sucks. We have to go back. Like,
The same way we went up.
there's no shortcut. We have to
No,
go the entire route
yeah,
back.
that was
And
pretty
it's like
rough.
this footage better work because I am not coming back up this way
Yeah.
for a reshoot.
Well, we lost that footage.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was
I
unfortunate.
was very upset when I heard that. I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
we're going
trust me.
all the way back up there, and you're like, no, we're not.
Yeah,
I
I
said,
told you, hey,
good.
we have to redo this. We are not going up all that mountain. So we found a
No,
different
that's what I
spot
told
that was
you.
much.
Said, oh, all that footage got lost. And I was like, cool. I'm not going up there again.
Yeah, and
You're
well, and
like,
I told you, I was like, I'm not
we're not
hiking
going
up
up
there
there either.
either.
It's like, sweet. So what are you gonna do? And you're
Yeah,
like, we're gonna find another spot in town. And I said, sweet.
yeah, and we did, and I think this will turn out pretty good too.
Good.
Um, and there's some cool effects and engine running with DaVinci
Hmm.
that I've found.
Hmm.
So apparently, with like 24, 25 frames, if I slow it down to 30, you know how it like glitches or it looks really
A little bit,
chalky?
yeah.
Well, DaVinci can make it smooth.
Ooh.
It does not matter what frame rate and what camera you shoot. If it's really choppy, it will make it super slow
It's got
motion.
smoothing.
Ooh. So I'm like, ooh, I need to find to see if we have any of those shots so I
We
can
gotta
smooth
play
this
with
out.
it. Have some
But
fun.
amongst other things, yeah, we had this project has been, I think I could easily say it was in production hell for quite a while. There was a lot of stuff that happened, and then it was just scheduling, a lot of
Right.
scheduling. It was just a lot. But I'm very happy with what this is turning out. What are you hoping you get from this project when it releases? At least, what do you think? What are you hoping the viewers might get from this project without spoiling?
I don't know. I kind of just hope everybody enjoys it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to sound ungrateful for it or be like, yeah, I don't want anything out of it. But
Right.
it's like, I just want people to see it and take it for what it is.
Yeah.
Like, if hypothetically I get like a voice role or like an acting role out of it, I mean, that would be really cool. But
Good.
I mean, I'm not really expecting one either. Like,
Right.
I'm, at this point, I'm really just doing it for something that I enjoy.
Mhm.
Like, that's the same thing like with for streaming for me. Like, I
Right.
don't do it for money. Would I like to get money out of it? Yeah, absolutely. I think everybody would like to make millions off of the stuff that they enjoy
Right.
doing, but at the end of the day, like that's something superficial to me. It's not really something that I'm
Right.
expecting or wanting
The
out of it.
craftsmanship, the
Yeah.
passion of the
Yeah.
projects is
Like again, if it happens, great, but
yeah.
it's not something that I'm like, oh, well, I better get this, otherwise I'm gonna throw a fit. Like, you people don't appreciate what I do.
Yeah, no. Right.
No, it's like I want to do the best that I can.
Yeah.
And I would love to get something out of it, but if I don't, I at the very least hope that everybody that does watch it enjoys it.
Okay.
That's really it. Like that's with everything that I do. Like I want to be happy with what I do.
Yeah.
And I would love for other people to be happy with it too, but I know that that outreach isn't going
Well,
to
yeah.
always be there,
Right.
unfortunately.
Right.
There's going to be people that don't appreciate how much work and effort goes into
That's
stuff.
okay.
That's okay.
Yeah. What do you have any questions you'd like to bring up? I'd like for you to be able to ask anything and then we can close.
There was something that I did want to ask
Okay.
you personally. Um, I mean, not like what's your what's your birthday or anything like that. It's more so
The
like
dick size. Just kidding.
um,
Like a baguette.
I don't need to know that information. I'm
Just
okay.
kidding.
I'm okay.
You said first one.
So, is there any like special effects or anything that you really, really like or look for? Or like stuff that you really appreciate, if that makes any sense?
And
In film.
cinema?
Yeah. Like what's one thing that usually catches your eye on something? Like for me, it's water.
Mm.
Like
Oh, I see. So
seeing
like,
how water is done.
yeah.
And it's really hard to do water.
Water, hair, and fire are the hardest things to simulate
Hmm.
in a program. Blender, you can do it, but it is difficult. It's very rough and hard to do.
Hmm.
Um, that's a good question.
And what's a good example too of your favorite?
Oh, Water and Fire, Moana, and Avatar, The Way of Water.
I was gonna say which Avatar.
Yeah, Avatar, The Way of Water, and then Moana. So for that Disney movie being a Disney animated movie,
Hmm.
the water simulation, because I looked through kind of how they pulled that off, and then the fire, that's impressive on a whole nother scale because that looks photoreal of water, like the movement, the
Right.
way
Right.
it's designed and animated. And that's hard, dude.
Hmm.
It's beautiful. That whole film was very beautiful,
I
just how
haven't
they
seen
were
it.
able. It's really good. That is one I highly recommend you watching, and I have that too.
Hmm.
So, Moana is one of the best Disney movies personally that I've seen recent. Like that's a recent movie that I
Right.
think is a really good movie. Um, it's fun, it's campy, but the animation is stellar.
Well, you know me, I love campy
Yeah.
movies.
No,
That's
I mean,
great.
hey, Dwayne Johnson trying to sing. It's awesome. He's not that bad at singing
Hmm.
either. It's just like, hey, it was fun. Like it was a
Yeah.
fun movie. Um, Avatar: The Way of Water was just stellar on all
Hmm.
levels. I love the Avatar movies. I don't care what people say. It might be a generic story. I love it. I love everything about it. And that was a movie that couldn't be accomplished when it was made. Like prior to its releasing,
Yeah.
that movie couldn't be made. And their computers broke and crash.
Sounds about right.
And they had to build cameras, like specific motion cameras and design computers for simulating certain things. um Avatar 2, they already had the rig with their motion cameras built so that all of it's already there.
Hmm.
All you're doing is you're moving the cameras around and filming your scenes and angles, but the animation's there, the
Right.
rough cut
Right.
animation, and all they got to do is just perfect it.
Hmm.
But you go in a blank room with all these cameras, they built that system. That was really hard, and at the time I don't think they were able to do that, especially prior to Avatar, the first one. A lot of that inspiration though came from Lord of the Rings.
Hmm.
Um, that was James Cameron knew he could do it off of Gollum because he saw Gollum and you're like, okay, they can do it, so now I can make my movie,
Hmm.
and that's how they built it. And I've watched the B-roll of the first one so much. It's astonishing how much they really took a risk because Fox wouldn't let that movie happen,
Hmm.
and they had to force it. And then Sam Worthington, I might be getting that name wrong.
I
They
wouldn't know even
Jake's
if you were.
Foley, the main
Ah,
character.
that guy.
Yeah. he was homeless at that time, and he wasn't a well-regarded actor at the time either. But James Cameron fought for him, and Fox was like, "No, we're not going to have him. We need an A-list actor." And then they had him. They made all of like the Navi jewelry and stuff that they had him wear,
Hmm.
and they did a test footage of him as a human doing the Avatar role.
Right.
And then they built the test screenings of like the animatics and stuff of the Avatar characters. Long story short, it's a milestone of visual effects gone right. Like how you can actually craft a world into existence that really no one had the idea of before. I think Avatar inspired a lot of other things because of that movie.
Hmm.
So for people to just say, "Oh, it's a Pocahontas movie," it's like, okay, you are literally only going off of a generic story that you can literally grab from any other movie.
Right.
Like I think more people are just jealous because it's like you that movie is visually all made from a computer.
Right.
Like, and one of the hardest things to render is lighting. Skin fragments, like lighting hitting on a skin and, shooting out
Yeah.
is I rendered a planet and that took almost like 3 days and it didn't even finish.
Jeez.
And that was just lighting onto texture working. So
Hmm.
texture and lighting is one of the hardest things to render in CGI. So having to do that, and then they had to build a skeleton, then muscle system, and then the skin to move around and emulate, and then it was astonishing. So Avatar and Avatar 2 are gems of mine. And water, I love water. I love the emulation of like what are the possibilities of fantasy could go on with water and like the underworlds and
Hmm.
Aquaman. I enjoyed Aquaman, the first one. It was fun. Like it was a generic story, but I really loved the visual water telling of that movie too.
Right.
So I don't know if that answered your question.
It does.
Yeah,
It does.
I'm very much.
I've got another example as well, and I think you'll really like it too. This is more so like with waves and stuff like that, which is again a really
Yes.
difficult thing to do. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but Surf's Up,
Oh
the first
yeah.
movie,
Oh yeah. I just recently rewatched it.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Next time you watch it, just watch how the waves act.
Hmm.
That's like before Avatar. That's like before any of that. Like
What year did that come out?
I want to say like 06, 07. But
Avatar release date.
it was like before they had like all these AI programs to kind of help with water. So those are all hand animated, as far as I'm aware.
You're right. That came out 2007. Avatar came out 2009.
Hmm.
Wow.
So next time you watch it, just watch how beautiful the waves look. Like that's what
Oh,
they spent.
that was
They
definitely
spent
something I
most of
noticed.
that
Yeah.
movie just working on the waves.
Mhm.
And then like a lot of the plot, like especially with the interviews, they just let the actors talk.
Yeah.
Like that was something that was beautiful too.
Yeah.
Like that's what I find the most funny about that
Right.
movie is most of the interviews were unscripted. Like they had like plot points. It's like, okay, talk about this, but any jokes that you make, go for it. Just come up with stuff.
Yeah. That's very
So,
cool. And I didn't realize, but what's his name? Shia LaBeouf was the
mhm.
main character.
Cody Maverick.
Cody Maverick. Oh my gosh. I, like it's a strange story, definitely, but it's so
It's
much.
sweet. It's
It's a
really
sweet
sweet. I
story.
like
No,
it.
it's a really good story. I recently rewatched it, and I was like, wow, that was another nostalgia movie of mine because I remember
Mhm.
watching that as a kid. It's just been so long that I forgot, and then I recently watched. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Who was the turkey? Who was the chicken? Or was it the chicken? Is
Chicken
it
Joe. Who played
Chicken
Chicken
Joe? Was
Joe?
that Napoleon? The guy who played Napoleon?
I don't know. I don't know if
Is
John
it
Heder played him or not.
Chicken Joe? Yes, it is.
Is it
John
John Heder?
Heder.
And then it had
Shia LaBeouf and Jeff
uh
Bridges. Jeff Bridges was Zeke, the
was he?
yep,
Who played Tank?
tank.
That's the same guy that did
This guy.
Dietrich Bader. Is he also? Yeah, he was in Napoleon Dynamite. He was the forget about it.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, that was he was a taekwondo guy, the
Oh,
martial arts guy.
forget. Oh, right.
Forget about it.
Right. Oh my
You
god.
think I train like this not to go home to my girl Starla that night? Forget about it.
Oh,
Come at,
I love Napoleon.
get me with your left hand. Your other hand. My left. And then he like comes at him and bats away. Smacks him. Forget him. Oh, forget about it.
Oh my gosh.
I
Yes.
love that movie. That's another nostalgic movie for me. I used to
That's
hate it.
definitely on.
I used to hate
Really?
it. Because Gabe would play it all the time.
Oh,
He would play it like every week. I'm like, I'm sick and tired of watching this movie. And then I actually sat down and properly watched it.
that was
It's
me
great.
with Princess Bride.
Same.
I didn't care for that movie.
Because
at
that was
first.
another one he
It
played
was one
all the
that
time.
always on replay, and I was like, but then when I actually sat down, I was like, that's a really good movie.
Mhm.
And Carrie Elways, right? Is that his name? Carrie. Oh,
I don't know.
I should know.
Like I said,
this
I'm better
because
with
he's
characters than I
I
am
know,
with names.
but he's in Psych.
Oh, sorry.
Nope, you're good. Uh, Princess Bride. I know his name. I just don't know why I can't. There it is. Carrie Elways, yeah.
Oh, is that the guy
Wesley, he's Wesley.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I thought you were talking about the Sicilian.
Sicilian.
Yeah, the guy that's I forget his name. He's got such an iconic voice though.
Uh, Inigo Montoya?
No, it's the other one, the one that got poisoned.
Oh,
You would think that I
Disney. That's
Yeah, what's the actor's name though?
Wallace Shawn. I know that guy 'cause
Yeah.
he's been in a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, Wesley. I mean, Carrie Elways is just amazing because he's also in Psych, and I love
Mhm.
that show. I understand that, okay. My last note about nostalgia. So Psych, Scrubs, or really great comedy shows that I
Right.
love, and that's on repeat. I've seen that multiple times. But one show I really like, going off of craftsmanship and passion, Smallville. Because I know you haven't seen it, but I do highly recommend you at least once trying. Because it's campy. It is dated. Like, visual effects wise, you can tell it's dated.
Right.
But, like, the story and passion is there. And there's, like, there's times where, yeah, it slows a little. Or there's episodes you're like, oh, okay. But for the most part, there's 10 seasons of Clark Kent learning to have the values of Superman before he ever became Superman. And the greatest dynamic, this is the only thing I'll say, it's not really a spoiler, because you know Superman, right?
Yeah.
No,
actually I don't. I don't know Superman. I don't know the American hero.
What a dweeb.
Super dork.
You said it. No, Lex Luthor is the bad guy.
Yeah.
Well, in this show, he's the good guy at first. He's friends with Clark before he's bad. And they do something really cool about that because I'm like, I hate the show for it, but that's great writing. And I'm like, oh, I love it. That makes me care even more about it. But there's 10 seasons. And again, especially for that era, it's really cool how they tried to pull off stuff that
Yeah.
they didn't have a lot of access to with movies these days. You know what I mean? So, no, I get it. But what were we talking about?
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia, yes.
That was kind of like the whole theme of the episode
yeah,
today.
yeah. Nostalgia, guys.
And you know what? I only brought up Star Wars twice. And we didn't even go on a whole tangent on the prequels and all that. I'm impressed.
Episode 3 is the best.
I agree. That was the one that I'm the most nostalgic about. Because I remember I remember going to the Walmart that's in town here, and they had like this whole tent outside. It was all just Star Wars stuff. Star Wars Legos, Star Wars
The toys,
all the time,
dude.
all stuff.
Especially their packaging with the toys, and it was a Darth Vader helmet.
Oh
and,
yeah. And like this was huge because this was how Anakin became Darth Vader.
Yes.
It's like, oh, this is gonna be the last one. So we're gonna make this as big as we can. I remember going outside, picking out the stuff that I like, and then we went inside, and there was even more stuff. Just like everything was just Star Wars stuff. It
I
was
miss that.
amazing.
There's
I
not the level of toys that they
If
do
I
back
could
then.
go back with the amount of money that I have now and just buy like one of every Lego Star
Yep.
Wars set, I would have bought it and I would have kept it and I would have cherished it for sure.
The action figures. I would
I
want
was
one of
I was a
every.
Lego fan. I was a Lego
I was
fan.
always the action figure guy, especially with the clones and stuff, because
Mm-hmm.
trying to collect all,
Oh,
like,
they're
you know what I
so
mean?
cool.
Dude, they're amazing. But, like, oh, bringing that up, I
Yeah.
saw this video on Instagram, and gosh, I just wish, like, if I could time travel, I want to go back to this day where the premiere of episode 3 was, and people were in the theaters lining up, and there's this video of, like, I mean, it was crowded as hell,
Yeah.
and there's people with they were dressed up as Jedis and everything, and they had lightsabers, and they were fighting each other before the
Yeah.
movie started. I was like, man,
Well,
theaters are
here
so strict nowadays. I just I
yeah.
wish I could go back and just
Well,
feel what that would have been
yeah.
like.
Here's what's most nostalgic for me about it.
Yeah.
I remember being told when I was like 7, 8, 9. I don't even remember how old I was when
Yeah.
it came out. But this was before my dad had passed, and I remember either him or my mom or both heard that somebody gets their head cut off, and I remembered hearing that. And so they had to go and watch the movie to make sure it was okay for us to
Right.
watch as kids. And then they watched it, and I just pestered them. I was like, "How was it? How was it? Was it good? I want to go see it. I want to go see it." They're like, "Okay, okay, we're gonna go see it." So we went down to the theater
You
that
went to see
was.
it in the theater?
I did.
Oh,
I did.
I never got to watch it in the
Because
theater.
I kept pestering them about it. It's the only one that I remember seeing in theaters. The
Yeah.
only one. Apparently, I went and saw, I think, Attack of the Clones in theater, but I don't remember it
Yeah.
because I was like 5 or 6 at the time. So I was a kid. I didn't remember that. But like all that hype leading up to
Yeah.
3 is what's most memorable to me.
Mhm.
And then actually seeing it and seeing it in theaters, it was awesome. I loved it. Which is why I was so upset when I couldn't see the 20-year anniversary of it.
No, well, and that's the thing. That was my first time seeing it in the theater.
Really?
I never saw it in the theater. I never watched any of those in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
No, my parents weren't.
You mean to tell me you didn't watch the original trilogy in the
No, I
theaters?
the prequels. Yeah,
You didn't
if
see the
only I was
1979 one?
if only I was created that. No,
I wish I could have seen
I
the
wanted
originals.
to
Yeah.
go back because, dude, I wanted to know what it was like to see the
Yeah.
first Star Wars
The
movie.
first one.
Yeah, the New
Yeah.
Hope. Well, and that was my first experience going into the theater watching the 20th anniversary of it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I never got to see it in the theater. I'm going, like, if anything, I skipped out on the first episode and the second because they were replaying the anniversary, but I just couldn't make it to the second one. I wanted to see that one in the theater, but the first one I was like, that's okay. I have it. I like it, but it's not one I
I
care to
remember
watch.
seeing like the 10-year or like
Yeah.
20-year anniversary of episode 1 in theaters. It might have been the 10-year.
That was probably 10 because
Yeah.
20th now is where they're. I don't know what year they're at. With the
I
anniversary,
remember
but
still being
20th anniversary
fairly.
for.
I still remember being fairly young when that happened. So it was like it
just
was
like-
cool. It was like, yeah, I've seen this already. Like they didn't really do anything about it.
Here's the thing, though. When I went in for the 20th anniversary, the third one, literally everything I loved about Star Wars came back the moment it started. The music,
Oh yeah.
the visual effects.
3
the-
is a great movie.
Dude, like, yeah, okay, you can bash all you want about the writing from George Lucas.
Oh, I
He's
will.
Not a great.
I will.
Yes,
I still
and
love
I
the
have
third
too.
movie.
Oh my god,
It's still
it
my
is
favorite.
a masterpiece of stylization
Mm-hmm.
and just seeing a director's vision come to
And the
life.
choreography of it was
It's
fantastic.
fun. Dude, what
Yeah.
the hell's going on with Star Wars these days, dude?
Okay.
Because, like, okay, like,
I can
you
tell
have
you
to
why.
admit, well, yeah, I think we all know why, but, like,
No, actually, it's a little bit more technical than that. I mean, yes, it is because of Disney and just all that.
okay, but, like, a lightsaber cuts through anything, and now it's like a fragile little thing that can't
It's a
do
baseball
crap.
bat. It's a
And
baseball bat
the
now.
choreography is not even that well established. Like it's just not that well.
So the reasoning behind that is the technicality of it is the directors heard all the feedback from how the lightsabers were in the prequels. They're like, oh yeah, well it doesn't, give off the right lighting on the characters or whatever. This is real. So what they did was they actually had the actual
Yeah.
lightsabers with the light in it, so
Mhm.
they can give like a more realistic lighting on the characters. However, it adds so much extra weight to the lightsabers. So when they're swinging it, they have to do it slower because it like adds like 2 or 3 pounds to it. So that's why it's slower because it's heavier for them to swing.
You can recreate that
You
lighting though.
can, but they wanted it to be more realistic, and that's why it's a bit slower. And because of it, it falters
Here's
quite a
the
bit.
thing about that though. This is the biggest thing about remakes and stuff. It's not about realistic, it's about style.
Yes.
Episode 3 clearly is not a realistic movie in the
No.
slightest.
No.
But it feels real to me because it's so stylized. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to aim for
Yeah.
realistic. It's a story of imagination brought to the highest value of like what they could do at the time. It's
Mm-hmm.
beautiful. It is a beautiful movie. That's also why it's like all the animated movies that they have with like Disney and stuff. Back then, that was style and it was beautiful. There's magic. There's more to it than that than there is for the live action movies.
Mm-hmm.
You lose that. I'm not saying you can still try, but it's like there's if you're going to make the exact same story, don't make it. If you're going to
Right.
do something different, go ahead. Maleficent and Cruella, perfect. Those were actually really good movies. I enjoyed
I haven't
Maleficent
seen them.
more. They're really great because
But
they do
yeah, I
not go
agree.
in this. They do not follow the animated.
Right.
It's actually her story.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool because the second one goes into her species.
Hmm.
And that's nothing I've never knew about. Like there's a whole new world of Maleficent that I never knew about her. That the species kind of go in like it shows you in the second one and it shows her going darker, but you still it's not following the animated movie. And I'm like,
Right.
perfect.
Yeah.
I'm okay with those movies 10 times. And Corella, it went its own path. And I was like, it was fun. I prefer Maleficent over Corella, but still, it was also Angelina Jolie. I mean, come
Yeah.
on. But long story short, yeah, episode 3, hands down.
Yeah.
And I know you and I are divided on this opinion, but I'm going to say it anyway. The 3D Clone Wars show, I think, it enhances the story of
Yes.
episode 3 ever so much. Like it
I will
adds
say
so
though.
much. I'm not saying Grievous. I'm saying a lot of the other characters,
Right.
especially Obi-Wan, Anakin, because this was something Luke and I talked about. He's immature in the second one.
Mm-hmm.
He is a kid.
Yeah.
He is just a kid mentality, and he's not this. He's a he's a dweeb a
I
little bit.
think. How old is he in 3? I think he's like early 20s or something
Right.
like that.
I don't.
I'm gonna look that up because I don't even know. But it's like
But Clone Wars, he's maturing.
yeah, you can watch him mature in
And
that,
then
and you do in the
3,
2D as well.
yeah, but in the episode 3, he's more mature, especially at that time. He still has a lot of brokenness in him, but also, oh, dude, it's just
Yeah,
hating.
I was right on the money. He was
He
22
was
years old.
okay.
22.
That sounded about right.
And he was 19 in episode 2. So 3 years pass between episode 2 and 3.
Okay,
So yeah.
I just Hayden Christensen, great actor.
Mm-hmm.
I know people say he was terrible. He is not.
But he's a kid.
He was a
He's a
kid.
kid. I know for sure I wasn't mature at 22.
Yeah.
I'm still not mature.
But
Come
even
on.
like in
And I'm 27.
But I'm like, episode 3 especially, like, if he was given better writing,
Mm-hmm.
it all like perfect.
Yeah.
But it's already perfect because it's like it's still stylized. It's
Like
not.
especially with how awkward he is with Natalie Portman. I mean, come on, it's Natalie Portman.
I mean, come on, yeah.
I I would be stuttering and saying
Oh.
weird stuff around her too. Like I say weird stuff around my girlfriend all the time, and she just looks at me like, okay, and just like laughs or whatever. But it's like
That's just
that's Natalie Portman, dude.
that's also probably why I feel more connected on it being real
Yeah.
because it's natural.
It's awkward.
It's awkward. It's
He's
not
meant to be
natural, but it's awkward. But it works because that's just how humans are.
It's naturally unnatural.
Yes.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah. I agree.
Like in the awkward sense. Like again, he is a kid like growing up. Like I know at 22 I wasn't like saying all this cool stuff to get all the ladies.
Yeah, right.
Like I still say weird stuff. Yeah. I don't like sand.
It's rough, and of course, I can be rough.
It gets everywhere.
She's
probably like, yeah, it
I only
does.
killed the younglings. Oh, Anakin.
That's so hot.
I just find that
You did that for your mom?
I
Wow.
still find that hilarious. How he's like, I slaughtered them. They're like animals, so I slaughtered them like animals, but not just the men, but the children and wives too. Oh, Annie, I still love you. It's like, how is that? Like, how is Padme that dumb to be like? That's not a red flag at all for this guy. Like,
I don't know. Have you ever genocide
I know
before?
that's terrible.
Have
but
you
I'm just
ever?
like,
You can't talk unless you've done it. Come on.
oh, no.
I'm kidding.
I just find that hilarious. How like
It is weird though. It's really weird.
well, and Luke has a good defense about it that I found. Like I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense. Where he's like, he has a disorder.
Mhm.
He has to have some. He has to have autism. Like Luke was talking about that. He was like, he has to be on the scale because there's a lot of signs that are there.
Yeah.
Especially when he was in the second one because he's not saying all the right things.
No.
I'm like,
Well, I mean, he's
He's
also a kid. He's a
yes,
teenager. He's like
teenager.
19.
Still evolving.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Again, I know for a fact I wasn't saying everything properly as a 19-year-old, like especially to women.
right.
Like, hell, especially in an order that kind of is like, hey, you gotta stay abstinent.
Hmm.
You can't really talk with the girls, dude, or with the ladies. Hey, you can't be thinking about boys. The Jedi Order, they kind of were like,
Yeah.
which is stupid because like
We literally
Obi-Wan
talked
had
about this
one.
last episode.
Anakin had one.
Well,
Coyote Mundi
but that's
was given
why-
the A-OK for it.
Right.
He was like, yeah, okay, you can go and have your own harem, which is real. I mean, it's in Legends, but you know.
But Luke also talked about this is Qui-Gon Jinn knew all of this.
Mhm.
He knew the Jedi Order was messed up. He knew it from the start.
Well, yeah.
He knew they were stupid. The whole
Yeah.
thing is like you can't avoid love. That's just it's when you only let love control you.
Right.
That is where things can get messy. But them just avoiding all of that. Mace Windu, greatest like he's a great character, but man, he's Luke. Again, we were talking about this. Luke was like, he's a freaking hypocrite. He is like,
Yeah.
You're like the frat boy community. And they're like, Anakin, yo, bro, just like chill, all right?
Stop
Not-
trying to chase a poon, dude.
It's just, yeah, it's so.
It's not that great, man.
Gotta be bros before.
Bros before hoes, bro.
Yeah, so episode 3, love it.
Mhm.
Best one. And look, don't get me wrong, the originals are great. I personally like 3 out of all of them. It's
Same.
just because as a kid, that's what I would like.
Right,
Okay,
right.
so here's the thing. I grew up on the VHS tapes of the originals.
Mm.
So yeah, I love the originals. But 3 was just, that was my movie.
Right.
Because that was when I was growing up to watch that one. That was my hype.
Right.
I
And
didn't
I'm in
watch
the
them.
same boat.
Yeah.
It's like that one was made for me and my generation.
That.
And that's why I like the Republic a lot more than the Rebellion.
And it also, you can have the argument about too
Also,
much
the
CG.
clones. The
Dude,
clones.
I
Come on,
know.
They're so cool.
They're amazing.
How do you look at them and be like, they're okay?
Dude, they're the best. I have where is it? There's the
You got a
50
501st.
Mhm. And then over there's a camel one from Kashyyyk on episode 3 on the black
Where? I didn't see
display. I'll show you later. He's on the top next
Oh,
to
I
the
think I
clone.
see him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Are you
got him.
sure?
Yeah, it's
No,
the
no, no, no.
camouflage
You
one.
got the orange one from I think Ahsoka or
No, no,
whatever.
no. I have the camo one too.
Oh, is he behind the
Yeah,
helmet
he's
over there?
behind the
Oh,
helmet.
I
I
see
show
him.
you.
Yeah, I see him.
I was like, I've been trying to look for that one, and
Yeah.
I got that at Comic Con. I was like, they
Nice.
have rows of all of those action figures, and like the old vintage, and then the Legends in Black
Yeah.
series. I was like,
So, okay. I'm gonna get a little bit on. I'm gonna get political here.
okay,
The uh, the 2D story of the Clone Wars is far better, in my opinion,
okay,
because it was made for Episode three's release. It was made in the years that they were making the third movie.
right,
So they introduced a lot of the characters in the Clone Wars that were, there or dead by the time, three
right.
came out, and just brought the whole like political like discourse and
The
everything.
trade system.
Yeah, the trade system and kind of like how things are kind of
Yeah,
working. And then I brought in some really cool Legends characters like Dirge. Dirge is so freaking cool, dude.
I don't.
He's a bounty hunter,
Okay.
and he's made of like worms or something.
Oh,
And so when Obi-Wan, who was fighting him at the time, they had this Lancer Corps. So they were on speeders and they had lances,
yeah.
which was awesome. That's like one of my favorite episodes.
Okay.
I forget what planet they're on, but Dirge is like leading the droids version of that. And they had like all the IG robots on there, like IG-88
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whatever.
Yep.
And so they were Lancers, the clones had Lancers, and they were all just like jousting each other. It was really, really cool. And Obi-Wan was fitted in his own like phase one clone
Yeah.
outfit. That was awesome. That was so cool.
Right.
And
I did see this.
because you didn't know it was him at first. And then all of a sudden like the helmet shatters or whatever. And it's like, that's Obi-Wan? Whoa! And so he's like all of a sudden like pulls out his lightsaber and is like hacking at him and killing him, and it's like this is so cool. And then Dirge shows up and he like cuts off his arm, and then he's like, "You've lost, Dirge." And then all of a sudden you hear Dirge laughing, and then you see his like arm like worms coming out of it and like attaching to the severed arm, and it like reattaches, and it's like, dude, that's creepy. And then they're like fist fighting, and then like all of a sudden he gets cut in half, and like he reattaches, and it's just like, how is Obi-Wan gonna beat this?
Right.
And then I forget how they actually beat him. I think through explosives or something.
I'll have to give that
Yeah.
another try.
You gotta, dude.
I know.
And then the second season, I think, is when they actually had um, General Grievous in it, and that was kind of like how they established
Right.
General
You-
Grievous, and
yeah.
then also how the Chancellor got on
Mhm.
the Invisible Hand, I think, is what the ship is called.
Okay.
But
yeah, I know. What
that's how they explain how Palpatine gets on there
Okay.
and why they had to rescue him at the start of Episode 3.
Hmm.
Because Grievous kidnapped him and brought him up there.
Okay.
So that explains why, and that's kind of how I like it
No,
so
I
much more.
understand.
And
That, but if you watch the later season of Clone Wars, though, too, like the final season, season 7, that did go on Disney Plus, but I have it on physical.
yeah, I'd
copy.
rather watch it that way.
I'll loan it to you. The last 4 episodes of season 7, best written of probably the entire Clone Wars show, because it goes straight into episode 3, and it lets the demise of Anakin play off screen, but you feel it the entire last through, and it's about Darth Maul and Ahsoka's conflict.
Well,
And
yeah, that's kind of how that goes in the 2D as well. Like you see with Yoda, like the ships like crowding over
Mhm.
Coruscant, and then everybody like starting to shoot
Right.
at them, and then you see Yoda like, what the heck is going on? And then I think it ends with Anakin and Obi-Wan getting suited up in the ship and getting ready to
I see.
fly up there, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's really cool. I got to give that show a watch again too.
Okay. Try Clone Wars, at least the essential episodes.
Right.
There are a lot of like subplot, fun episodes. But find the essential, research the essential episodes because I think you would also appreciate what they do with that too. It's
Hmm.
not, it's showing how Anakin matures, but then showing his slow demise into the dark side
Well, they
up to
also
the
kind
last
of
scene.
like do a prophecy episode as well, where he's
They do
taken
that.
on in where Anakin is taking on Asajj Ventress,
Yeah, I
and I
saw
think
that
he
one.
kills her in that
No,
episode too, if I'm not mistaken.
he doesn't.
No.
No, he slices the rock, the cliff, and she falls.
And
Yeah,
that's
because he
her
gets a
death.
scar.
Yeah,
That's the death, but you don't actually see her
right.
die.
But that episode was kind of weird for me too because it was like I knew what happened to him, but it was weird seeing it happen.
You should watch the 3D version because they literally go to a planet called Light and Dark, the like midichlorian kind of
Yeah,
S lore in the wheels of the Force, and it shows a pretty dark version of like him, the prophecy of Darth Vader,
yeah,
but he's trying to overcome the darkness and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's definitely different from the one you're describing, but it shows Anakin stranded on this planet,
mhm.
and it shows the prophecy.
I
So
am a little biased though because again, I do love Gendy Tartakovsky and I love his art style
yeah,
and I just love his storytelling. It's really good.
okay.
He's also the guy that did Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah,
You never watch it?
no.
Mm. What else did he do? He did that Star Wars. He did Primal. He did Primal's a newer show. It's kind of
Okay.
like a caveman
I've
show.
heard of that,
It's
but I
pretty good.
haven't. Yeah,
And then he did Samurai Jack, another one of my favorite shows
you've
growing
told me
up.
about.
Love it. Season 5 was really well done too.
Yeah. Okay.
I hate how they ended it
Yeah.
because, again, this is a topic for another
Yeah.
episode, but time travel. I hate it. I hate when they do it in movies and shows. I
There
really
is a
hate
certain way to do it. That it.
they did not do it right.
Yeah.
And I actually hated the show because of how they did it for a
Mm,
while. I get it, and I get how it's supposed to be emotional, but I really, really wish that they just changed how the things happened
yeah.
so he could have had a happy ending. But the fact that what happens, I'm still not forgiving of it because he deserves a happy ending after
Yeah.
everything that he went through, especially in season 5. Like, it gets really dark. Like,
Okay.
he kills his first person in season 5.
Okay.
In the first 4 seasons, it's only just robots he's defeating.
Yeah.
So when he kills his first person, it puts him into shock. He's like, this isn't oil. This is blood.
Yeah.
Like, I can smell the iron.
Yeah.
And it's not like oil,
Right.
it's blood. So it brings him into a depression, and you kind of see him overcoming, like, I'm a bad person because I killed somebody now. I mean, I know I was defending myself, but I still have blood on my hands.
Yeah.
Literal blood on my
Yeah.
hands. So I can no longer be the hero that I was destined to be because I've killed somebody.
Right.
I vowed never to do this and I broke my oath. So,
Okay.
again, really recommend the show and I have it all on DVD. So if you ever want
There's
to
a
watch
big
it,
list. There's a big list
yes,
I'm trying to get
I've
to.
got a big list too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we do have to wrap up. But thank you for
Hmm.
chatting and being on the podcast. How do you feel?
My butt hurts.
Yeah, I put pillows there.
I
Hopefully that helps,
noticed.
but
Oh, I'm sure it helped a bit, but
okay. Well, thank you for subbing in for Luke this week,
absolutely.
and hopefully we can have you on again at some point. That'd be
Maybe
awesome.
we could do a Halloween episode. That would be fun.
That would be
And
cool.
we could just talk about spooky movies the
Yeah,
whole time.
that's true. If once we get the 3 cameras,
Ooh.
well, we got that one. We're gonna get 2 others. We'll see if we can try to get a bigger table here and get more people in.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Well, thank you again. For everyone watching, please subscribe, follow, comment below. Comment, let us know what you'd like us to talk about next in the nerdology of nerds and stuff.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Thank you all for listening in on the podcast as well. As our outing, would you like to pray?
Sure.
We'll exit that way.
Go ahead and lead.
All right, dear Lord, I just pray. Thank you for this episode. I thank you for allowing Randy to be here and for the discussion we had. I hope that it reaches a lot of people. I hope that you bring community together and joy and laughter again, Lord. The world needs it, and I just pray that we have a strong week and we have this episode reaches a lot of people.
Amen.
Amen. Sand. It's rough.
Great job.
Coarse. That's my grab line for dating.
It's coarse and rough. It gets everywhere.
Coarse, rough sand. Am I right, guys?